The Wild Wild West.
Hey, welcome to Matt and Shane Secret Podcast. Here today with comedian Dave Temple and Chris O'Connor.
Nice.
Thanks for coming, guys.
This is the first time in this setup?
Never been in my... I've done stuff in my office. I don't think it was well received, but yeah, this is my first time revealing my apartment office, my little bop house, my little content house. That's what I really do. I come here and I just masturbate for gay men.
Right.
Yeah,
My OnlyFans is popping.
Yeah,
Huge.
put stuff. I just show my butthole.
Yo, dudes who
sick.
get into that are fascinating. Like guy sex workers. Because I don't know how you get into faking sex as a man. Like I get it for ladies.
I don't think you do. I think you just fucking come and you're like,
Yeah.
I meant that.
It's all about just getting paid. I saw one of those things where, they take like a super high res picture of like your eye and make it like art.
Yeah.
I want to do that for my butthole.
That's kind of cool. So people will come stand in front of it and be like,
Yeah, it's so close up and so detailed.
Yeah.
They kind of don't know what it is.
So is that a Nautilus show? In a way, yes.
Just a bunch of capillaries and veins. Like, is this the Grand Canyon?
It's a giant hemorrhoid.
It's the Colorado River, right?
Just get that put in like MoMA. Yeah.
You could get that picture taken and just see what you're working with.
Yeah.
If you got a super close zoom on the new iPhone, you could probably get a good portrait mode. Portrait mode would be nice.
Have any of you guys actually seen your butthole?
No.
Like, I've never taken the time to actually bend over in front of a
I
mirror
think I
and
have.
spread your cheeks.
I'm pretty sure
Wait,
I have.
into the mirror, you're saying?
Yeah, because I always wonder. I used to do a joke about this, about like how did they come up with the concept of anal bleaching?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who saw their asshole to be dissatisfied with that?
Probably a girl. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. It was a girl for sure.
Absolutely.
She just saw she had a disgusting, hairy asshole. And was like, why not get it waxed? Why would you bleach? You bleach the hairs or the hole itself?
No, because your butthole gets stained with poo, I think.
Yeah, over time.
I think it
Over
gets
time.
I think it gets.
Mine's got to be an absolute abyss.
Yeah.
Just in the rings of Saturn.
It darkens up. I haven't checked mine. I don't know if it has.
What happens to me is I'll bend down. I'll just as soon as I'm done, I just get naked. Like in my bedroom, I'm naked, and then I'll go to plug up my phone charger and bend over in front of my wife, and I'll feel like the air enter my asshole, and I'll be like, "Fuck, she's looking right at my butthole."
I thought you meant she runs up and blows in it.
There's no wind.
That'd
in the
be
room.
nice.
Yeah. It's her gaze that.
A little hand fan, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I did look at my asshole once because I got a hairy asshole late in life.
Late in the game.
Yeah. You know how I don't know, in college I didn't have chest hair.
Yeah.
And now I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Sick.
I don't know. Yeah. And I think there was at one point I was wipe my ass and it was real hairy. And I was like, well, that's weird. And I wanted to get a look at what it looked like.
Yeah.
You probably could sneak the
I didn't know if it was if it was patchy or whether it was a nice, just clean.
It's I had a good grain to it. It's even better than your beard. You know what I mean? It's just wow.
Yeah, you wanted to know if you had to treat it at all.
Right.
So wait, you're saying fecal matter, it really smooths it.
It does.
It gives it a nice shine.
Is your asshole actually stained from poop? I don't think it's stained from poop.
I don't think it's stained from poop. I think the skin just stretches and stuff like that and kind of that's what makes it dark.
I don't know.
True.
It gets brown. I think it's brown.
It's not brown. Your asshole's I think it's the color of vagina lips. You know what I mean? There's color concentration in those things.
I think, but you can't bleach a vagina, can you?
Yeah. Yeah, those people will put bleach.
You can do vaginoplasties. That's a new thing women are doing to reduce their to get a certain look on their lips, their labia.
No meat curtains. You're talking about to tuck them back in.
Exactly.
Yeah, rejuvenation, vaginal rejuvenation.
I'm against
surgery.
it, bro.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah,
You got to leave those things. If you
like a good ham and cheese sandwich. Huh?
Yeah. It's also crazy. Nobody cares. It's nobody gives a fuck if
I
you
don't
have
know.
extra skin.
There was a girl I dated once that had a flap. You know what I mean?
Little
One
butterfly
side,
wing?
one side had a flap, and it made entry more difficult.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know what you're talking about. It's like that thing that hangs off the side of a
wouldn't mind that.
turkey's beak.
I don't think I'd mind that if I got to LARP and be like, God damn, give me a second, babe. I can't get it in. Holy shit, yeah.
No, I think on her part, it was more like, ow.
Oh, yeah.
Things in the way.
Worst, dude.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Once a woman feels comfortable enough to complain during sex,
Yeah.
it's
a sexual version of biting your lip. Yeah.
true.
It sucks.
Ow. Catching one of those during sex is not pleasant.
Oh shit!
All right, I'm done. I can't continue now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just furious.
Ow.
I'm like,
Yeah.
really? You had to say it like that? Ow. All right, sorry. Done this before 100 times. Never had a problem. Never. What's the fucking problem now?
Right.
Ow.
Dude, yeah. That was
But yeah, I don't know. I'll get a picture of my butthole tonight.
I'm telling you, I think
Just be like,
we
zoom
should
in.
get it though with the retina cam, like the
High,
whatever- Yes.
What lens is the best for
Yeah,
that?
you want to be able to blow it up and put it on a billboard. You know what I mean? You want that level of resolution.
That
you
would
know?
be dope to just have it hanging like over your couch.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
don't say anything to
Yeah.
anyone at all as far as what
Because
it
it
is.
could
Yeah.
look just like a star explode. If you made it like a negative image,
Yeah, that would be cool.
yeah, it could like yeah.
And then just have a very clear shot of your penis next to it. You're like, just slowly zoom out little by little throughout your house. When they finally like, oh, this is my bedroom. Like, oh, this has been your fucking asshole the entire time.
Yeah, no, you'd have to do a little Photoshop, have it like bursting out of like a sand or something, so it's like Dune.
Yeah, true. Dude, I was just in
I'm just a
Mexico
huge Dune fan.
all weekend. Might be my favorite country right now.
Yeah.
Mexico's sick, dude.
Really?
I'm like seriously considering. I kept telling my wife the whole time. I was like, I'm gonna chug a gallon of water and just fully trans, just because I have like a Mexican belly.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to completely switch over.
To the Mexican belly.
Yeah, just like whatever's in their water, I want that. I'm gonna go through. Shitting. I'm gonna shit for like a month, and just I want to like keep drinking the water here, get it imported, and just have a Mexican belly.
Yeah.
Dude, I get a Mexican belly every once in a while. If I go on like a straight beer bender, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like no hard alcohol, 3-4 days in, I get a Mexican belly.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Get Montezuma's revenge. Dude, it's
kinda
probably it might be my favorite place. I haven't like traveled outside the U.S. in a while. It was fucking awesome, man.
Where in
Yeah,
Mexico
yeah,
did
what
you
city
go?
were you?
Riviera Maya. So I was in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. I was just like, because I've been reading about the Mayans just getting absolutely butt fucked by the Spaniards. Just they like devastated themselves beforehand. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I was reading about that. So I like knew all the towns. They were like Campeche, all these towns. And I'm like, I know where that is. This is the Yucatan Peninsula. They're like, dude, you're in the Yucatan Peninsula. I was like, oh, all right, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, it was so sick. It was in the jungle. Like at nighttime, like they weren't monkeys. They're called like capers or
Capuchins?
something. I don't know what the fuck they were, but they looked like raccoons mixed with monkeys, and they would just come out at nighttime and scurry. It was fucking sick.
That's
man.
awesome. I hired a bunch of guys in the Yucatan to try to build a healthcare website for the Chinese.
Wait, what? Are you a Spaniard? Christopher
I'm not
Cortez.
kidding.
Hold on.
I swear to God.
You hired a bunch of people from the Yucatan to build a
There was-
Chinese website?
Yeah, I like.
That's like a crazy triangulation.
Yeah, it was like I don't know when it was early on in stand up, and I was like, you just do any job you
Yeah.
could possibly find, and I was like coaching youth lacrosse, and one of the dads put me in touch with this doctor who is Chinese, and he was like, I need a website made, and I was like, I can do that.
Yeah, no doubt.
No idea how to
Yeah.
do that. So I found these dudes in the Yucatan that would build websites for like super cheap. And I hired them, and they just built like kind of the shittiest.
Were they like standing outside of a Home Depot with a laptop? See, website, see. No problema.
In front of a Best Buy now. Yeah.
Chinese doctor website, see, senor.
Yeah.
This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. If you're still dry wiping with toilet paper, it's time you show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Why? Because Dude Wipes are wet, and that extra moisture cleans away what dry never could. They leave no room for dingleberries or stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and the flushable design makes cleanup a breeze. No more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Riff prompts. Think about a time you really could have used dude wipes literally every single day.
Yeah.
My ass is an absolute disaster. And also wetting the toilet paper, it's
Not the same.
it doesn't do it. It turns into a little tiny like paper dildo you shove up your butt and you're like just comes out disgusting and you're like fuck.
Dude, I had an itchy asshole for a while and I started hitting the wipes and it did help.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. It's there. I mean, especially when I travel, when I'm in a hotel, it's like I'm always just cursing myself when I don't have the wipes on me. Because in a hotel, when I travel, my ass. I can talk about this for an hour,
Dude.
my ass just goes haywire when I travel.
Well, this is the first time I ever had like a chronic itchy asshole. Normally
really?
you get an itchy asshole, every once
Yeah.
in a while. This was like,
Just had to
it
start
was
hitting.
plaguing me. You know what I mean? We're early in the morning, you're trying to get sleep an extra hour and you just can't because your asshole is just so bad.
Squirming in bed. Well, guys, Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down, available on Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. I was laughing about the immigrant, whatchamacallit, it wasn't a parade, the protest. I was laughing about that the other day. It was just
The fire parade?
no way there was fucking Mexican dudes at that not parade protest.
No way.
No.
No way.
They're never anywhere like fun. They're always like at work.
Yeah.
That's where they've been getting most of them is like at work. And then like
Yeah.
pulling up on them at graduation was cold blooded, but also genius.
They heard them at graduation.
They were getting them at like high school graduations in LA.
What?
Yeah. Like literally they would just wait for like
You
a
would
Spanish
shake all
name
your
to be-
teacher's hand or just be an ICE agent like, hey, congratulations.
Yeah,
You fuck up.
basically, it was just like apparently like ICE like pulled up to the graduation and they're just like making note of who's clapping at Spanish names, and then like people kind of became aware of it, and then you just saw a mass exodus. People just started running off the fucking graduation.
What?
And people are like really upset. Like,
Yeah, I wonder how much of that, because I've actually it wasn't our neighbors in Philly. Well, there was our neighbors, but they're like friends or cousins are ICE agents, and I've talked to them, and they're like, dude, it's nowhere. We're not doing any of this stuff they're saying we're doing.
Oh, really?
They've claimed
I
like
think it's all just
bullshit.
internet skits.
That's what, yeah. It's a Key and Peele sketch. I think it's all I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's just Drewski.
They could be biased. I don't know.
It would be funny to just buy an ICE agent costume.
Hell
just
yeah.
go to a
'Cause
graduation.
we don't know what an ICE agent looks like.
Yeah.
Like we all just heard these terms like 5 years ago.
I think they're dressed like Stryker from Mortal Kombat. That's the exact. It's like dude. If that protest, if they did get immigrants there, that would be genius. But guys, we're gonna go surround ICE agents. They just drop a giant fucking net. I got you, motherfuckers. I got you. I got you.
It's fucking like Finding Nemo. There's just a little Mexican kid. Swim down. Swim
Dude.
down. Abajo.
I love Mexican immigrants. I think they're fucking sick. I like them. Everyone I've ever met has been awesome. I've never met a murderer or rapist. among them.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
It's all barbacks.
Yeah, it's all dudes just working hard as hell.
Yeah, man.
So, I've never met a murderous. They're usually very uptight about the law. I remember I was driving this Mexican guy when I was working. I just started smoking a joint in my car, and he looked at me like, "The fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Man, relax." He's like, "No, dude, if we get pulled over, I'm fucked." And I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad."
Yeah, they're scared.
And then he tried to rape me. I said, "Hey, buddy, we don't like that kind of stuff in this country. That's enough of that, man."
He didn't know that was against the law.
He didn't know.
That was just what we do.
I wonder where they hide all of the hot Mexican women. I know they have to exist because like Selena was hot,
Yes,
but like where do you get more Selenas? You know what I mean? Like
I saw some babes down in the Yucatan. If I'm being honest, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I think the hot ones they don't come here.
We get the workhorses.
right.
Yeah, we get and they're on an American diet, and they just, you know what I mean?
That's the other thing. I was just in San Antonio. Everyone down there is fucking fat as shit,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like it's not from Mexican food though. Like, oh, you guys came over here and started eating our shit to excess. You know what I mean? You're not cooking because I don't think. Like I get it, rice and beans is kind of starchy, but not like that.
Yeah, it's not gonna balloon you like that. Yeah, yeah. It's
I think their bodies can't handle it too. I think that's like an actual thing. Like they didn't evolve with our shitty food. They were like over there.
Yeah.
And then we just showed up. and their bodies like don't. They're used to like storing fat for like a really long time. They're used to like starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more keto. They're intermittent fasting for like months at a time.
I swear to God, I don't know when I saw like a PBS documentary that was just like
The Mexican.
for real, and it was just showing like it was just where they like cut people's heads off and they just show their fat bodies. It was just showing like Mexicans and stuff walking around, and they're like the fat is in all weird places.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're.
I swear
It's
to God,
true.
this is true. I swear to God, it's PBS.
They hit a point. If they have enough American food, they become like Russian nesting dolls. But no, when I was in the Yucatan, I didn't see a lot of them, man. It was like kind of like slender Mexican babes.
Yeah, surfing and stuff.
Tight ponytails.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not lusting after them. I was just saying it was yeah. You didn't see
Nobody
like
strong
the
enough to resist the tight
the
ponytail.
linemen women. You know what I mean? Like the offensive line ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tortoise. You didn't see I didn't see any tortoise. But it is interesting because I feel like I'm like confused. Are there indigenous Mexicans or indigenous Mexicans, the Indians who are down there? That's what I was kind of confused. So, the Mayans were like Indians, though.
Yeah, they're
kind of.
Indians.
Yeah, they're
But then there
all-
was like Mexicans. So I'm like confused. I'm going to get a clear
No, they're all
understanding.
Indians.
Are they all
Yeah,
Indians?
yeah.
Mixed with
Yeah.
Spaniards.
Yeah,
Then there's some Mexicans that are so Mexican they look Asian. Do you ever get a load of those
Yeah,
guys?
dude. So I lived in Bushwick for years, and it's mostly Mexicans, but they all look so Asian. And they
Yeah.
got the same kind of haircut, that bowl cut. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Where you're like,
Yeah, because the Asians just
Got the
walked
math
up
cut.
over that.
The mathlete's cut.
The Asians walked up over the land bridge.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Into Mexico?
yeah, and then they became Indians.
Oh, the Bering Strait.
it's your eyes shifting around. Is what I'm like. That's
I'm
what made
looking
me
for
go
some
like.
level of confirmation here. I'm like, you with me? Knock if you're with me.
I'm thinking you're looking for us to like add or tag onto this, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know whether he's serious or.
I mean, what is an Indian really?
Just a guy
Once
that
you're
walked
looking
from
for
China.
yeah, once you're looking for food long enough, I think you just become an Indian. You know what I mean? If you walk like 20 miles for a meal, I think they do. Like, all right, man.
I mean, think about how
Some feathers
badass.
in your head. You're like, who the fuck do these guys?
Think about how badass they must. They outwalked the Chinese.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone was going, I guess, east at their time.
To escape what? The cold or something?
Nah, they're
Glaciers?
just like fucking. Let's check shit out.
That is tight. If like a continent kind of emerges in the ocean, I'd be like, let's go check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just came, they just come and go. Like the water levels rise. Like apparently there was a time you used to be able to like walk to Australia from like China. There was like a set of Polynesian islands
Oh yeah,
that they've
yeah.
all just kind of been submerged.
Right.
And, those
Yeah, it's
places
kind of
are
nuts. I was reading the other day about the Indo-European language, like how like I didn't realize the English language is linked to like Arabic, all those like Indian dialects. It's all the same root language.
Yeah.
So like they said that every other person alive today speaks some form of Indo-European like languages. It's like English, French, Italian, all those ones.
Yeah.
Iranian. They're all based on the same root language. Sanskrit as well, which is a dead language now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that's
like-
I've always said English is the best language.
It is. It should
And if
become.
your word is good enough, it'll become English.
What do you mean? Yes, we'll take it in.
Yeah, we'll just take it. It's
Torta.
a mutt. It's a mutt
Torta.
language. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, dude, language, they said every like 800 years, languages are complete. Like Old English is totally unrecognizable now. That was the English language. It changes all the time.
Yeah, it evolved. It's
Yeah.
the sickest. It's the only
English
one that
is
really
the
does
best.
that.
We should just all knock it off and just go English everywhere. I'm not like, I'm not saying it in a way like where I'm angry about it or whatever. I don't care.
No,
But it is the most convenient language.
because
in
we're
my
not
opinion.
saying we won't use those words. Just show us the good ones. We'll use them.
Yeah.
You know
Or,
what I
like,
mean? We'll just take
I could
it.
go Spanish during like lovemaking maybe. Save them.
Yeah, I'm learning Spanish now. I'm like 2 years into Duolingo, but it
What?
sucks because they're teaching me such an old Spaniard version of Spanish. Like my wife is Puerto Rican, so she speaks Caribbean
Yeah.
slang. And she's like, you're talking like the way someone would talk in the Bible.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah,
It's kind of sick though.
yeah, like you're speaking Spanish, but it's like no one talks like that.
That's Spain. I was talking we went out and did like snorkeling. I talked to the tour guide and he was saying that like when people from Spain come there, they're like their version of British people basically. Like the way
Yes.
they talk is just kind of like just sounds like snobby, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. I got put onto that one of my earlier times coming to
That sucks.
Texas. I was in Houston and I met this Mexican girl who was just talking about how like they think Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, their Spanish is trash.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? But they said people in Spanish think Mexicans are trash, like the way they talk.
Yeah, they hold it down. I think having like a long colonial empire for a while, you can start to kind of look down on everybody as like kind of sucking.
Well, here's the other
I'm
crazy
just
thing.
saying,
Apparently,
it sucks to spend 2 years learning a language and realize you've been learning like the snootiest version.
yeah. This was like when I was in college learning.
Spent 2 years working on becoming a condescending prick. You didn't even know it.
Just sound like an asshole.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to.
Yeah, you turned me into an asshole. I paid thousands of dollars. Now I sound like an absolute jerk off. I could lean into that though, dude. Just fuck him up with some Vosotros. Be like, you guys don't know about that?
Yeah,
Is that like formal?
Yeah, it's formal.
Very.
It's like the formal, like saying we. You like Vosotros, but it's only used in Spain, I believe.
Okay.
I don't even think they use it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just it's like an old computer language.
Yeah.
Like, it's the basis of shit, but no one uses it.
It's like they're indubitably, basically.
Yeah.
Indubitably. I used to tell my teacher, my Spanish teacher in high school, she's like, you got to hit like the accent. And I'd be like, no, if I'm going to use this language, I'm going to try to get babes, and I want my accent because I never get to use an accent. Like,
right.
I can have a foreign accent. Why would I? That's also insane.
Right.
Like, at some point, it becomes almost like a total impression.
I know. Could you
started
imagine like a
dressing up.
Mexican person just like doing a white accent to like nail English, and you'd be like, dude.
Yeah, relax, man.
I don't know.
Chill the fuck
If you
out.
matched an outfit to it, if you started dressing like the Count of Monte Cristo or something, and just
That would be nice.
just going into Mexican bars.
Yeah, if they were like, darn Skippy. You'd be like, all right, tone it fucking down, brother. Tone it the fuck down.
Isn't that happening to Chinese too? Aren't they getting rid of all the characters?
What you mean?
The
Because they're
fucking
just
wingdings.
unworkable. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no one has
Chinese-
time to draw a tiny waterfall.
And it's like-
yeah.
You can't exactly.
How do I say this? You have to
And
draw like the sun and
you also
the stone.
can't put a tiny waterfall like on a keyboard.
Yeah.
You know.
I know. When I see like Chinese people texting on the train in New York, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I know,
Like, it's
dude.
like, how do you like, especially from like, you don't even know where to begin. Like, I understand they don't read like we do left or right, but you're like, wait a minute, is this the Matrix?
What do
Like,
they read?
do
Bottom
you-
to the top?
I think they read up and down, and then also like left
Seriously?
or right. Yeah,
I think I think it's right.
They're just
to
playing
left and-
Sudoku all day long. Yeah, I'm all for, just like we'll pick a language and just all rock with it. We kind of have a little bit. English dude, literally, well, that doesn't count because like Arabic and all that stuff, whatever. But yeah, I'd say English, just,
It's
I'd
the
say
best.
just pick it. It's the best, I would say.
It's the best because it can become anything.
Yeah.
yeah. And we don't have weird sounds that require like your throat and tongue and nose to get involved. you know?
True. It's a lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lazy language.
Dude, I got a haircut the other day, and it was at like the place my wife goes to. So it was like it was a very gay place, a very gay establishment.
Yeah. It was a salon.
Yeah. It's like literally a hair salon. And
Just like it's
Yeah.
a gay's barbershop.
there's got to be a word for this. It was literally a hair salon.
I'm such a man. I don't even know what this is. It's fucking gay. I'll tell you that.
Well, I was sitting there. Dudes are the best. He gave me a strict lecture. He's like, do you put product in your hair? I was like, not really. And he was like, dude, gay to straight. It's time you put something. I was like, yeah, it's a good sell. But I was watching ladies turn it on so hard when they like see gay guys. They all like act like hi. It's weird. They like do this whole, they kind of really sell this whole voice. And I came up with a theory. I really think like they are connected on like a soul level. I think like if you live a lifetime as a woman, once you like nail it, karmically, I think you come back as a gay man.
It's a gay man.
Yeah, I think women after like 6 lifetimes come back as a gay man.
Yeah.
That's like their
Right.
reward.
And they get to fuck dudes.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a penis.
That's the reward.
And still like, like get all decked out with the
Yeah.
clothes and all that stuff.
I don't know. Women, though, they're like that, dude. They're so disingenuous. They'll take on anyone that they're talking to.
They really will.
They do the same thing with like babies. You know what I mean? Like women, they'll put on a totally different facade and voice and bend down and talk to a child completely different. It's like, hey, bitch, I just saw you talk like an adult. Right there, and now you're gonna come down and put on kid voice for me? Like, women are psycho. Like
what
that.
even are you? They are shapeshifters for sure.
Absolutely,
they are.
They're all. It's like that
I've been
movie
working with
Split.
this concept now that like
It's crawling on the ceiling.
I've been working with this concept now that like a blowjob is such a disingenuous act.
How so?
No,
Like because they're done with so much enthusiasm up front.
Yeah,
But
for
the
sure.
enthusiasm only gets less and less and less
Yeah.
as time goes on. So clearly, like you were never really into this.
That's fair.
And it's like you can imagine, the more you've been with a woman, she loves you more.
Yeah.
So you should be doing that more, or at least with more enthusiasm, because the love has gone up.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. So somehow it's like, oh, this is not an act of love.
Yeah.
This is more an act of manipulation.
I believe you. They are at root kind of those like Egyptian guys outside of like a mall kiosk. They'll like polish your one nail really well. Then it's a scam. It's totally a scam. It's a fucking scam.
Polishing my nail.
How they do that? They'll get
I know
one,
what
they'll
you're talking
smooth
about.
it up, and you're like,
Yeah.
"That's nice." And like, all right, give me $500. Like,
Right. I hate
thought you were
those
just doing
things
this
too
'cause-
because they don't come off for like a month.
one.
Every day you look at this one shiny nail and you're like, what does that say about me? What is that?
I don't know,
that's-
I gotta imagine on some level for them the thrill is gone. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
blowjobs?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't
It's like,
understand.
you know,
but it's
But what I'm saying is, it's like if they needed something, they could turn it on the same way they
yeah.
turn on baby talk or same way
True.
they turn on gay talk.
true.
for sure. Yeah, it's I've been
that
starting.
requires some strategy on our part.
Yeah, true.
You got to
Complaining
create.
incessantly.
You got to create things that they need
Uh-oh.
that only a blowjob will give them access to.
This is turning into a red pill podcast real fast.
I want to start doing that. Just listening to Red Pill like reels in bed next to my wife, because I caught one the other day. It's like, if your wife, as soon as a girl you're with stops giving you head, she doesn't love you anymore, and you're now a beta. And I was just like, dude, I'm sending this to her right now. Fuck that. It's so funny. She has lost all attraction for you, and she's thinking about another more successful man. She wants to suck their penis. Jesus. Those guys are just nonstop, man.
Right.
It's such a wild, like the
It's funny.
men's
It's like-
rights movement it's like exhausting.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I get it. Yeah, we die in war for sure.
Right.
It's like, geez, take a fucking breath, man.
I just also like the fact that they are hiring streetwalkers.
Yes,
like they
yes.
literally just find prostitutes on the street. Like, yo, how much for your time for like the next 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
those
want to come
podcasts
in
are
and
sick.
debate? Like,
It's insane. Just 12 women and just being, you guys are whores, and they're like, yeah, you're paying me. I can't.
right? And they're just sitting there filing their nails. Like, yeah, okay, I'm a whore. And then like one is like actually trying to argue, but wait, and it's like, no, just sit and get your money, love.
Those are the wildest. I do feel like that would be a cool experience to just talk to 12 escorts at one time. I would simp out, so I couldn't. I would simp. Like, you guys' lives are actually really hard. And that's a good point, actually.
No one respects you. Yeah.
Yeah, sex work is weird. It's weird how sex work became like a lot of like very educated kind of white ladies got into this whole thing. They're like, I'm a sex worker, and they, like with they'll like show their tits on OnlyFans, like, we're united. It's like, dude, you're not a sex worker, man.
Yeah.
Sex work, when the sex workers are like women who have no choice.
Yeah.
Being like, I'll do this for a month. It's like, dude,
Right.
knock it off.
They just want to justify making the money.
Yeah, true.
You know, it's an internal conflict that's being externalized.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, a lot of women have gone the other way with the soft girl lifestyle. Are you
What's the
familiar with
soft girl
soft girl
lifestyle?
versus
Soft girl? No.
soft girl? So there was girl boss. We grew up in an era of girl boss. Sex in the
Okay.
City. It was all about bossing up. A lot of them are now going soft girl lifestyle. And I looked into it. It was started by Nigerian women who, due to like just rampant inflation, were like, we got to learn how to like get along without stuff. And it's all about just like focusing on pampering yourself, letting go of like your drive for success, and just going full self-care. So it's like a whole trend on TikTok.
Yeah,
Soft girl.
yeah.
Where you just wear like past you just get super girly.
Yep.
And you're like, no, I'm totally okay with the man.
I'm
taking
starting
care
to
of me.
get that way now. That's what this long hair is about.
Soft
Like, I've
girl-
never had long hair in my life. Like, yeah, dude. I'm like taking care of myself. Like, I used to have like a low Caesar because I had like alopecia spots from just being a
Stress.
grizzled man out here that no one cares about. And now I'm like, I have a loofah, you know what I mean? And I like moisturize, and I'm like, wow, like
Yeah.
who knew you could just be a softie and still be fine?
Yeah.
Well, it's like tied into like politics apparently. Like the self-care was big because they're like taking a nap. The girls are just taking naps again.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole thing on TikTok. Like it's actually a political act to rejuvenate myself so I continue the fight. It's like, dude, go take a nap.
Turning a nap into a cause.
Yeah, for real.
That's insane.
I was reading an article about Sabrina Carpenter because it was actually it was a decent article. It was written, I think, by like a gender studies major. So it was like all this like it got like super complicated unnecessarily. But they were saying she is like they were saying white women have appropriated the soft girl lifestyle, which was like Nigerian, Black American women more so, and white girls are just starting to do it more as like, I'm going to the spa, I'm a soft girl. But they were saying she is
appropriating the soft girl
lifestyle, which is like just
It's stolen. Yeah.
they're saying they're like warping it. It was all about like political naps and like eggs costing 50 million jubilos or whatever the fuck, whatever money. I don't know what the money is.
Yeah. Whatever silly currency.
Yeah.
they have.
That is a sick move for things like just rampant inflation and be like, dude, I'm gonna do a TikTok trend. I'm done trying to get stuff.
It's so funny. Just that's how you deal with inflation. Just take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a political nap, rejuvenate yourself, do your nails, and just kind of like plot your next move, how to battle.
Yeah. Taking pictures of your asshole, trying to figure that out.
Guys, this episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. You might not realize it, but guys face tons of pressure. Talk about any stigmas. Men face tons of stigmas. We can't express our emotions, dude, and it's just not fair. We need a therapist to teach us how to do that. And speak on the difficulties men face when seeking help with mental health. Sometimes you feel like a weak little girl, but you got to, overcome that and be a fucking man in therapy and outside of therapy. Real strength isn't about bottling everything up inside and hiding your faults. It's acknowledging that you need help and doing something about it. If you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world, talk to someone, a friend, a family, or a professional. BetterHelp has over 35,000 licensed therapists you can connect with. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. You should definitely do it. Guys, millions of people rely on BetterHelp, and based on the many reviews and 4.9 ratings in the App Store, it works. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/MSSP. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MSSP. But they're saying Sabrina Carpenter, because her whole thing is she's like a small, petite. You know what I'm talking about?
I know her. Yeah.
I'm just learning about this person, but she's a very small, petite lady. And they're saying, and it's actually kind of overt. Her cover to her, I think her new album is the same as the book cover of Lolita, which is about that man who was obsessed sexually with a 12-year-old girl.
Okay.
And her album cover does kind of copy that. And this lady who's like, I think like a feminist lady she's selling pedophilia and everyone's eating it up.
Wow.
It's like,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. It's fair. It's a
Right.
fair analysis. Then she did like a big thing about the soft girl lifestyle and how it was stolen. I was like, all right, well.
Sabrina Carpenter did, or the other lady?
Yeah, she's saying she's like a warped version. They did that with Me Too. Me Too was black ladies started Me Too. And then it was just it was like factory workers.
That makes sense too. Yeah, because there would be the person that will actually speak up.
Yeah.
Like especially the era that we came out of. Like if someone was sexually assaulted, it's going to be a black woman to be like, nah, that nigga raped me. Okay, like and you be like, all right. Nah, girl, you need to stand up for yourself. Like,
dude, it was for real. It was in like factories. Women were getting like their asses grabbed and stuff in factories.
Yeah.
And finally, they were like, "Fuck this!" And then like Gwyneth Paltrow was like, "Yeah, I'm uncomfortable on movie sets," and it became this whole thing. Well, I mean, a lot of them. Harvey Weinstein was.
Did you ever seen? Remember that movie Tu Wong Fu? Oh, Tu Wong Fu was like Wesley Snipes and John Leguizamo and the other.
Yeah, isn't it
What were
like
they
Thelma
doing?
and Louise?
They were
but
in
they're
drag.
trans? Yeah.
What?
It's fucking Wesley Snipes. What's the white guy from Roadhouse?
Patrick Swayze?
Patrick Swayze.
All wore the dress?
They were all drag queens or trans people, but like they're like driving a Cadillac across country, stopping through small town America and changing things, just making things fabulous, but also teaching middle America white women how to like stand up to their husbands. Like, cause it's like cartoonish evil. Like the man is like beating the woman around the house because he put pepper in the sauce, you know what I mean? And they're like, girl, you got to stand up for yourself. Like at one point, Patrick Swayze like goes in and kicks the guy's ass in a dress, you know what I mean?
What?
It's like weird, yeah, man.
It was like a Miss Doubtfire kind of situation.
Yeah.
He enters a swim meet and just crushes everybody.
Them in drag beating up husbands?
Yeah.
It's kind of sick, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
That'd be
existed.
such a bummer.
You didn't know that existed?
No.
Yeah, it's called Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. It's a very long title, like Don't Be a Menace.
And it was Snipes, too.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes, man. Like, yeah, and he's like
Who looked the most like a woman?
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, 'cause he's all like Puerto Rican down, you know what I mean? And, oh, papi, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
like
BBL.
like I still can't unsee John so feminine that way, you know?
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
He does a lot. He did a lot of like drag stuff back in the early 90s.
Really?
Yeah, he was like okay in the dress and makeup.
Yeah.
This is a theater man, and he's not even Puerto Rican. That's fake. He's Italian, actually.
Yeah, I've heard.
What?
Yeah.
He's Italian?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife.
Surprised he wasn't in that movie. Be like, no, this is how you hit your wife. You fucking faint left. And that's crazy, man. I didn't. Yeah, that's a fucking insane
that.
movie.
How'd
Yeah,
you
man.
find that out?
The internet.
Oh.
Is he like all Italian, or is it like a?
No, he's
is
not
like
Puerto Rican. I think he did something like anti-Trump or something. And everybody dug in.
Fuck.
Yeah, they dug
They
in.
always know though. Dude, my
Yeah.
wife is Puerto Rican. She knows who's what. Like they keep track. dude.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's Filipino. That doesn't count. He's Cuban. Okay. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, they're very racist.
I do like intergroup beef. Like it just makes me laugh when it's like Mexicans are like fuck Puerto Ricans. You're like, damn, you guys are beefing. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Makes you feel you're like, all right, well,
Yeah, like
maybe white guys aren't the worst.
That's what I'm about to say. Do white guys do that? Do white guys have any inter-white guy beef? I
It's
mean,
fading. It was like my dad like held it down like fuck Italians. Like yeah,
Yeah.
he was kind of. I mean, it wouldn't be like overt.
oh
where he's
yeah,
like stewing
Irish and
over it.
Italians used to hate each other.
We used to live in
right?
different. It was like I mean, not me, but
South
like my
Philly.
dad grew up. Yeah, it was Southwest Philly. They moved to Havertown, but they in Southwest Philly it was like he's like you wouldn't even go to Italian neighborhoods. It was just kind of like fuck that.
Yeah, I guess we were kind of squashing the beef.
Catholic school. I feel like you go to Catholic school and like all right, sorry.
But I think it was also because like most Irish dudes and back in the day all went into law enforcement.
a lot
And
too.
like a lot of Italian guys were up to no good.
yeah, true.
So I think that's kind of
True.
where that beef is going to start, you know?
True.
Yeah.
I can see that. There was a lot of Irish guys up to no good as well, but I think they were just quiet, not as flashy.
Yeah.
Italian guys were way too flashy.
Yeah.
They were. They fucking blew it.
Yeah.
Although I felt bad for the Philly mob, you know.
When they all got like
The last article I saw about the Philly mob was like they caught them. They had like counterfeit like cigarette machines and like jukeboxes.
yeah, really slumming it.
I was like, oh man, just let them have it.
Just
dude.
dinosaurs, dude.
Yeah.
They got busted for being
Fake
bookies.
arcades.
Yeah.
What?
Just had tokens.
Yeah.
Some Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like lost in time. Like, it's like the last like standing organized group is like the Mummers, right?
Also dressed like girls.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they. I remember in like the early 2000s, a lot of the bookies got busted. There was like Nicky the Hat was a big one, and they all just got
Sick.
crushed. It was a sick name, but they all just got like crushed. A lot of them lived out in like the Ridley Park area, like the suburbs surrounding Philly. They had like Italian club. There's like in a club when I worked for this guy. We used to go to this like one Italian club, and they all claim to be kind of like mobbed up, but they're all geezers.
Yeah.
They own like florist shops and stuff. They were kind of sick.
They all started doing that kind of that Sopranos thing, where like guys that were not in the mob were like, I'm in the mob.
Yeah, although that's the Italian curse. It's like your nephews, like my uncles. Every fucking Italian thinks their uncles in the
I
mafia.
hated
It's
meeting those guys.
so
I
annoying.
Meanwhile, he's just he's got one jukebox.
Yeah,
Steals money from. Yeah, he's in the mob, dude.
My uncles are
Watch
the
out.
touch of tune, the touch of tunes. Yeah,
Dude,
dude, my
touch tunes crushed.
my dad and his brother. So did like all the gambling websites. Just
Yeah.
put them out. There's nothing. I guess they can still like sneak, like import women, maybe
Yeah,
shipping cargoes, but shipping containers. But
true.
I think the Ruskies got that under control. So
Yeah,
yeah. I guess like funeral homes is still kind of the play.
yeah.
There's got to be some way to do something with funeral homes,
dude,
but I know that's got to struggle also because from what I'm understanding, like my family owns a funeral home in Atlantic City.
Nice.
and they're struggling now
Business
because
is booming.
Yes.
it used to
Oh my
be.
God.
It used to be. But they're
Geniuses.
saying like younger people don't value. Oh, they're coming in like, all right, my grandmother died. What is the cheapest way we
Yeah.
can get this done? You know what I
Incinerator,
mean? Like,
move on.
yeah. Like,
Because it's expensive, man. Yeah, you go in there. A lot of my dad and his brothers were a family-owned trash company, which was like a red flag for like people would say organized crime. They weren't at all, but they dealt with like trash company was largely controlled by the mob, and they would get like their dumpsters stolen all the time by mob guys.
yeah.
They'd have to go up and be like, "Give me my fucking dumpster back."
But I understand that now, man. Especially after
sucks.
living in a city like New York, where it's
Yeah.
just like, hey, man, if we don't pick up the trash, things are going to get bad. For
Oh,
you.
yeah.
So it's a good business.
Well, that's
to be in.
and that's sanitation. These were like dumpsters are more like private because like the city sanitation is kind of just like that's just kind of like city workers. But then if like dumpsters, like dropping dumpsters off at like hospitals and shit and picking them back up, and you just have a yard where you just dump all your trash and separate it.
Yeah.
That because you could get rid of anything or any you could. That's why the
Get rid of
trash was like
people,
super.
Yeah.
And the cement. That's why all the Italians did cement because you could just fucking pour cement over people, toss them in. It's true, dude. My dad would get dumpsters from the hospital, and like when people would come in with injuries, they would just throw their weapons away.
Yeah.
So they would get like guns and shit in the trash. And they were like, "Fuck yeah." It's kind of sick.
I know. And then they got weird because instead of selling them, right, in these younger generations, they're I'll just sell these to my black friends. You know what I mean? So now you got black kids walking around with guns with bodies on them. Like,
Yeah, dude. The switches thing is terrifying.
Yeah. right?
Turning them automatic. and
Yeah,
just-
man.
That was
What is
scary.
that?
Yeah, you can put a switch
There's
on a
a
gun.
switch extended clips where now instead of 16 shots, you'll have like 32 and you just squeeze the button and it just
Turns automatic.
and it's just children running around with extendos and no aim. They don't go to the range ever. Like, because their motto is just like, I'm just squeezing at the whole area and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy how that got
That's how I
caught
play
up
video
in like the
games, so
YouTube
it's
algorithm too, where it's like financially, if you have like a cool like drill rap thing and it's like you can prove that you've murdered lots of people, it's like it does well on YouTube. People are like, fuck
Oh yeah, the young rappers. I don't even know any of their music.
No.
I only hear about them
Songs are
shooting
like 30
people
seconds.
or going to jail because like this person has confirmed they murdered someone. And
Yeah.
I'm like, who
They
the fuck are
do
they?
minute long. So every song's 1 minute long.
Yeah.
And it's just them being like, yeah, I definitely killed that guy. And you're like, all right, that's fucking crazy. It's fucked up. I've gone down those rabbit holes so many times where I'll get like invested in those guys and they die. Like you'll find out they died and you're like, damn.
We're talking about that last night too. That has become the genius of the music business pushing hip hop. It's like let's just find a young crash out with no family that hopefully they'll get big enough where we could just collect their royalties forever. You know what I mean? Like they'll just die. They don't have children. No one cares. And it's just like yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty sinister model.
Yeah, you hire a new artist to kill off the old artist.
Yeah,
You need it for the credit
with him.
for your next album.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He's only going to shoot you a little bit. You won't die.
Well, also, I mean, even if it's not intentional, it's like, you're running a music label and once it happens once, you're like, that worked out pretty well for us. I could see it being like, that guy's a surefire bet. That guy's a good pick. Oh, you want to sell heroin? We'll give you a little bit of money. How about you get in there and get active? Dude, I could definitely see that happening.
So
Right,
funny.
right.
Going in for a meeting. It's like, do you have anyone you could kill or?
Right, yeah. Do you have any active beefs with anyone?
Well, there's like subreddits where like people go on and give like the scoop, like this person is against this person. It's all because there's so much upside. If you pop off on the algorithm, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That is also scary to me where, like you said, these reaction videos where those videos also have like 250,000 views just reacting to what someone did on their live.
Yeah.
People just sit there and watch people go live and screen record and be like, all right, cool. I got content now.
Yeah. I do like the streams, like the young black streamers where it's just dudes standing in a room with a fucking scroll of just people commenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking sick.
Yeah.
and they're just sitting there like eating a sandwich.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's fucking great.
Like who's the one guy? Kai Cenat.
Cenat,
He's huge. He's like his platform is massive.
To the point where Kamala Harris was like begging to get on the show during her run for election, and he wouldn't let her on.
It is crazy that there are podcasters who seem genuinely more powerful than the presidential candidates. We're like, yeah, I'm good on her. Who else we got? Your booking service? You're like the presidential.
He went live to say that. He's like, yo, Secret Service keeps calling my phone trying to get me to have Kamala on. I don't want to be political, but
Kamala
I knew that he was going to be.
Bedroom.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be in those crosshairs when he did that stunt in Union Square.
What'd he do?
He said he was going to give out like a few PlayStation 5s, and like 250,000 kids showed up to Union Square, and it was like a massive riot. They destroyed the place, and it was like there was no brand that didn't see that was like, get that kid on.
That's kind of chum in the waters, putting out a bunch of PS5s.
Yeah,
That's a recipe for disaster. 250,000 people,
and they just tore the place apart. Like his team had to get him out of there in an SUV, and there's like helicopter footage of like people are hanging on the SUV as it's speeding away. Like, they're like hanging on for dear life.
it was like the Iraqi extraction.
Yeah. And I'll never forget the day that happened. We were in the city. I was actually in Washington Square Park recording content, man on the street content for my podcast. And there's just like a helicopter just kind of like hovering. And I remember my wife, she was like, those are police helicopters. Like something crazy is happening right now. You know what I mean? And then we got home and saw the news and it was like, oh yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that is wild, man. That is so funny for just podcasts, just dudes in a room. Like it'd be nice if Kamala went on and did the Kodak Black where she just like tossed a pill up in the air, caught perks out of the air. That's my favorite appearance on any kind of show.
Yeah.
Where he just threw a perk in the air, caught in his mouth, and he goes, a little glitch for the Twitch, and just like lay there. It's like, fucking love that dude.
Those dudes, I love that they're just like by themselves going live all the time. Yeah. To the point, I'm not even sure whether they're real people anymore. Like, I don't know. There's no way Soldier Boy is a human being.
Dude, I got an opportunity to hang out with Kai Cenat once, and it's like they just filmed his girlfriend beating him up, and then they stopped, and he was like, nice.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh,
it was just like a made up scene.
Yeah, like it's like the littlest things go. Like he's going viral right now as we speak because he was at the BET Awards.
Saw that,
and he was just in the parking lot, and fucking Wale is walking in the parking lot, and he sees him, and he doesn't know who he is, but he was nice. He was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. And then he gets in the thing, and the chat is just going crazy, like, "Oh, Wale," and he's like, "Wally, what the fuck is Wale?"
Yeah.
And then like the guy filming is like, "Wale, that's the guy you just." And he's like, "Oh, what'd he do?" And fucking then like. Everyone's like, yo, you don't know Wale, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Wale, he's kind of petty for this because he does this a lot.
Yeah.
He's like online and he's always reading comments of what people are saying about him. Then he goes and approaches Kai Cenat like in the award show to be like, yo, that interaction got me looking crazy online right now, man, but we'll talk later. Like, and Kai is like sitting there talking to Snoop Dogg. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
It's also now you look crazy to be like, it's also insane to be like if he knew you, that's just how it works. Like if somebody doesn't know you, it's not that person's fault.
Right.
And you just got to let it go.
Right.
Especially if you're
He probably did know him though. He's just fucking with Wale. I'm on Wale.
I wouldn't recognize it if I saw him.
It's unbelievable the disrespect.
You'd be surprised what 21 and 22-year-olds don't know.
No, Kai knows.
Nah, man.
You think
Kai
he knows?
knows. He's the most plugged in guy. He almost had Kamala Harris.
No, because here's the thing. It's been going on for the rest of the night of other older black celebrities that he didn't know.
Yeah,
it's got to be a test now.
No, he's doing a bit, dude. He's fucking with these guys.
I mean, you have the inside track.
Unbelievable.
You have the inside track.
I'm sick and tired of it.
What are you sick and tired of?
You show up to the BET Awards, you don't know anyone there? Bullshit.
He knew Snoop and Kevin Hart. Dude. Who else do you need to know? Everybody else.
When's the last time Wale put out a song?
I don't know a single song.
I know his songs from like 12 years ago.
Okay, but here's the other thing, right? Now,
still.
You know Wale, right?
Yeah.
And remember when he was doing the stuff with Seinfeld?
No,
he had an album about nothing, the mixtape about nothing.
And
all of his
he was
albums,
making stuff with Seinfeld.
Well, he did. He would do skits with Seinfeld in between the songs. But the way the project worked, he reached out, like he would do these mixtapes about nothing where he would play excerpts from the show to lead in the songs that he wrote.
Yeah, this is why Kai Cenat doesn't know who he is.
Exactly. But then he like actually reached out to Seinfeld to see if he could get Seinfeld to do these things. And when Seinfeld got the notice, same thing. What the hell is Wally? And like Seinfeld's wife happened to know. She was in the room like, oh, Wale. I love Wale. He's great. He actually uses clips from your show to do the thing. And if that didn't happen, Jerry would have said no. Jerry only said yes because his wife was like, oh, is it good? She's like, yeah, you should do it. And he did, but Jerry didn't know who the fuck he was.
Damn.
But Jerry's wife knows who he is.
Isn't she?
Surprising since she's
And Kai
19.
Cenat doesn't.
It's interesting. 'Cause, he didn't marry his young girlfriend though. I don't think.
Who?
Seinfeld came under fire.
No, yeah. No, they were just dating. Shoshana? Is that her name? Oh.
I like Macron's setup where he is married to a woman like 20 years older than him or something.
Did you see she like choked him out?
Yeah, I saw it. I think they were fucking around.
Yeah.
You catch me getting my hands to the throat all the time.
He was live streaming the whole thing.
Yeah.
The comments are going nuts.
I saw it. Well, there's like a for real. Did you ever hear about this? How they say the president of France's wife is a man?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like a serious thing into that. But apparently she met him allegedly when he was like a schoolboy.
Mm-hmm.
She was like his teacher. And like they got married and now he's the president of France.
Damn.
Very
Wow,
French.
She really
very
scouted
French,
that
very
out.
high.
Yeah, for real.
Holy shit.
High for talent.
He's like addressed it, I thought. Didn't he like talk about how it was like
He just went super French. He's like, our love was like, no, they're blah, 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 blah. But there's like Candace Owens, like for real. There's like court.
she's mad about it?
She did like a full documentary.
supports it?
She thinks she's like convinced that the dude's wife is a man.
Yeah.
Like went full in, like requested one of those things where it's like they like gave her a deposition, like, yo, you got to stop saying that because like I think the press in Europe works where like if you say something about someone, you have to prove it's true. But in the United States, you can allege anything kind of you want.
Yeah.
And it's on them to prove it's not true.
Right.
Yeah.
So she sent a thing being, they sent a thing being like, stop. And she was like, prove I'm wrong and I'll stop. And they're like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
Damn.
Huh?
15 they started dating?
They met in 1990 when Brigitte was teaching the drama club and Macron was 15 years old. Now they're married.
Yeah,
kinda
but that
mad.
doesn't mean they didn't start dating when they met. Like that was their first interaction,
yeah,
and that's
that's-
fucked up that they're trying to show it that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, you can meet somebody
I think they are on record saying we had a romance when I was
at 15.
like
I think so.
maybe shortly after.
I thought it was
Well, you know what? Yeah, I guess it is possible.
also
'Cause
France.
I'm talking about it as if so like my mother-in-law, she had my wife when she was 15.
Okay.
And here's the crazy thing. I'm closer in age to my mother-in-law than I am to my wife.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there's like a weird dynamic of how we all hang out. Like I'm 9 years older than my wife, but 7 years younger than my mother.
Whoa. Now, can I ask you, is your wife like healthy as a horse? I feel like you're healthier when you're born.
Poor like that? Yes. But like yes. But there's like a lot of psychological stuff that
True,
happen
true,
where like I can't tell whether this is like from being poor or just being Latina. You know?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is like the ideal.
Why
There
is
was a-
Candace so mad? Does she feel like she's being tricked?
she's just a journalist.
Candace, like I feel like Candace, she knows the game. She's just trolling all day long.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always I don't watch all of her shit, but when I do, I'm always looking for her to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, I got you.
Yeah, well, there's a guy. You remember the guy Timothy Leary from Harvard who like did a bunch of acid and like got kicked out
Yeah.
in like the 60s or whatever. He like came to the conclusion like, dude, we should be having kids at like 16. Your parents should be raising your kids. Then when you're your grandparents' age, your kids should have kids when they're 16. He's like, it just makes the healthiest humans. 16, 17.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Maybe he said 18. I don't. Let me not put smart on his name, but
You said 14, 15, 12 or something like that.
But yeah, because there's a thing, man. It's like autism's on like the rise. We're not producing the healthiest kids.
Right, because you think we're making old babies.
Old babies,
Yeah.
soft cum, old babies,
Soft shell crabs.
soft shell. So it might be something. Maybe I have
Maybe
to
you
look
just
into
gotta
that.
like have 16-year-olds and just freeze their eggs and jizz
Yeah.
and just keep it, on like
True.
a necklace. And break it when you're ready.
That's
to
not
have
bad.
Kids,
I don't think kids have sex anymore. Even
No,
I've heard it's like
there is,
on.
yeah.
It's dropping off. It's
Right.
not as like it was.
They're all
So,
just jacking off and on the computer.
yeah. They're working.
Yeah,
They're working on the computer. They're jacking off on the computer.
Yeah, God bless them, man.
it's tough.
Okay. A quick break from the show for a special segment called More or Less Finals Edition, and it's brought to you by Prize Picks. The finals are on, and we're not just talking about basketball here. We're talking hockey, too. Twice the chance for players to show what they've got, and twice the chance for you to get in on the fun. Further prompts to riff. NBA Finals basketball thoughts. Hot takes about who's going to win. Is Shy just a foul merchant? I'm wondering that.
He is a foul merchant, but he's going to get buckets. I would take
More.
every time on
More.
on Shea.
More.
Yeah, more every time on Shea.
More on Shay.
Yeah, every time.
More on Shea LaBeouf. You just heard that. Good call. Stanley Cup Finals thoughts, hot takes about who's going to win. Is it the Oilers' year?
Oilers are gonna make a comeback. I believe it.
Do you think Canada is going to take it finally? Last time they won, believe it or not, was 1993.
I know it's a long time ago. Canadians '93. I want Edmonton to come back and win it. I think Draisaitl and McDavid are gonna turn it on.
I want Canada to lose. Canada less.
Florida's in the catbird seat. I think they're up 2-1.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
we'll see.
Love
Why
that.
not? Yeah.
When were you way too confident about making a pick that fell apart?
Oilers to win the cup.
Okay, which team in the NBA Finals do you care more or could care less about?
Pacers care more, Thunder care less, but they're both good. They're
You
both
want the
good.
Pacers to win?
I think I want Pacers to win a little more. They're the underdog. Always go for the underdog.
Yeah, I kind of want the Pacers to win as
I
well.
want them
if
to
I'm being
win
honest.
too because I was just in that city and my God, they need it.
That city stinks. The worst city.
God, they need a win.
And SGA is on Oklahoma City, right? He's Canadian.
Yeah,
So
oh, he
he's
is
rooting
Canadian.
against Canada.
Last
all
on
over
the
place.
Canadian as well. They got a Canadian on their team?
Yeah, he's like one of the best players in the league.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Less. Hope they lose. I'm mad Canada won't let us buy their country.
I know.
I'm
Just
pissed
give it
off
up
about
already. Yeah,
Come on, join the fucking fold, man.
it would be kind of sick.
Owning Canada would be awesome.
Can't we buy it from the British?
Wouldn't it? It would also, if they were just one state and it's 51, like this settles that like election thing, right? Because it's like now it's an odd number of states.
Wait,
Yeah.
why does it matter how many states? I don't understand.
Because then it's not like an even divide of like 25 went this way, 25 went that
Yeah,
way. It has
true.
to go one way because it's an
I
odd number of
see
states.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
So every state just gets one vote. Just go state for
Canada
state.
would be hard damn too. They'd be
probably.
pretty hard damn.
I don't
believe.
know.
Yeah,
You
those
get up in the
truckers,
oil
the truckers
country,
would get
yeah.
fired up.
Yeah.
Fired up.
Yeah, Calgary is like they're like Texas and Calgary.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what happens, guys. Any particular players, teams, or matchups that you've enjoyed? Has anything surprised you? Do you have any predictions for the rest of the playoffs? I think we got into it. I think the Pacers.
Yeah, I think I think my prediction is the Thunder's going to win every single of the next games.
You
but
think
I don't
so?
want to see that. Yeah.
Didn't the Thunder just lose recently?
Yeah,
They lost recently by like 1 and like a crazy loss, and then they blew them out the next game by like 20.
Oh, damn.
So let's get into it. How do our hot takes fit into the Prize Picks lineups? Did I mention how easy this app is to use, guys? Please begin with your picks. I think we made them. We're going to go. You think the Thunder's going to win?
I think Thunder's going to win.
More on certain players.
More on Shea, more on Halliburton,
There we go.
more on I would go less on Jalen.
right.
And less on Chet. Oh, 8 rebounds, more on Chet.
What do they got hockey wise over there?
I don't see it.
Okay. I'm gonna go more on Matthias Janmark.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's lock those 2 picks in, guys. So that's our take. Now it's time to lock in yours too with Prize Picks. Win real money with your best takes, whether it's points, rebounds, assists. Take your pick of more or less on their stat projection for your shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. Prize Picks is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. You can submit your picks in 60 seconds or less. It's so easy. We just did it. Download the app today and use code DRENCH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DRENCH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I got into sex early. I wish I would have waited.
Wow, early we talking?
I lost my virginity at 14.
You were in the drama club?
Huh?
You're in the drama club?
In the drama club?
What do you think waiting would have done?
I think even to this day, sex is still such a big priority. Like,
In your brain,
it's like it's too much of a focal point.
Mm-hmm.
And I see other people who don't have it as bad as me and how much more stuff they get done.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, yeah, and I'm so busy just trying to chase. Like I was talking about that last night. I was laughing about how the other night I'm hanging at the creek and there was like one girl there.
Yeah.
One girl. And I stayed fully occupied and talked to this girl. The minute she left, I was like, all right, well, see you guys later. You know what I mean? I love the mayor, all those guys. I'm like, well, I guess there's no reason to hang out with you guys.
Boy, I got real sleepy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
This feels pointless now. Yeah, I know. There really is no point. Well, if you're like not trying to have sex, there's really no point of going out. I try to tell my wife this. I'm like, why are we going out?
Right. But it's also bad with me on even interacting with women in general.
Yeah.
Like if there's no potential of having sex, you'd be like, okay, what is the point of this conversation again?
Yeah, what
like,
are we
I'm not trying to be rude, but like,
I can't even understand you anymore. I don't know.
where are we going?
It's just
are we going to
pure-
be friends? Like, what is, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I genuinely think being like, it's one thing to be friendly with a woman, but to be like, let's chill. I still to my head, it's like, how? Why would you do that?
Even because of the age proximity with my mother-in-law, I don't talk to her on the phone. I go through her husband for everything. Just because in my mind, there's still that chance.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's just, and it's probably all in my head. It's not real, but that's what I'm saying.
Definitely all in your head. That's insane.
Oh yeah, I can't afford her. You crazy? Like no.
I suffer from the same thing.
Can't call my mother-in-law. Something might happen.
Just FaceTime her with your shirt off. You're like, you gotta stop doing it. I suffer from the same exact thing of like that small voice being like, is she trying to fuck me? I think every time I'll get like an Uber Eats delivery, I'm like, was she trying to fuck me? That
Oh
whole
yeah,
time?
yeah. I used to go through that like as a kid, like as a young adult, going to see the doctor. And like the nurse will say some shit like, okay, take your pants off and hop up on the table. And you're like,
That is so funny.
right. You're trying to get it in real quick before the doctor comes? Like, what are we doing here?
It is so funny. Even when you're like 11 and you just think the nurse is going to walk in and be like, we've never seen a kid.
Yeah.
Never in our lives. You are a specimen. I need you.
Dude, when I was younger, I assumed,
You're
I
just
just
all bones.
assumed wrongly I had a huge dick. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then obviously I eventually learned, came to grips with the reality that I did not. But I just assumed I was just crushing it. Yeah. And then I became an adult and I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Standard issue for sure.
I still catch it every once in a while and I go, it's looking good today.
Yeah. The Austin Heat is definitely on my side. But I've turned that leaf where I'm like, hopefully it stays because I suffer from the same thing where it was just like, especially in a relationship, I'm like, I'm counting the days. I'm like, we haven't had sex in fucking 4 days. And I start just being really unpleasant.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I've turned a leaf now where I'm like, and it's kind of it's total reverse psychology. I think it's just a deeper ploy.
Yeah.
But I've been hitting my wife with like, nah, man, I'm trying to retain. Like maybe once a week max. And I even told her, I was like, I'll just flip the script on you. But I have, we were laughing about this, but I have done a thing where I'm just like, you let me know. I'm just going to keep this shit to myself and just, I don't look at porn anymore. People are sick of hearing me talk about this, but it's like, I'm just not even, it gets to the point after like a 9-day kind of hold in, I'll start just getting like Terminator vision. I think my wife starts to pick up on it. Like, all right, dude, I'll fucking crank you off. Just to fuck it. Just
that's
so
a
you
good point
stop
because she's paying attention to you,
Yeah,
which she
it
should.
is.
That's the thing that pisses me off sometimes when I see that in marriages where it's like a woman is hyper focused on the kids.
Yes.
She's hyper focused even on the animals and their need. And it's like, hey, you're not noticing The guy walking around with a fucking chip on his shoulder. You know?
I'm breathing like Darth Vader in the corner.
My wife, thank God, and I hope she can keep this up. But like, she's even gotten good at giving me sex before attending events that she knows I don't want to be at.
That's nice.
You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, your grandmother's 69th birthday party. All right, I'm gonna go, but like, you know, she's like, don't worry, we'll have sex before you go. And then now I'm just here at the party, relaxed, like, hey, how you guys doing? It's good to see you all. Yeah.
I did have the opposite effect on me. If you fucked me before the party, I'd be like, I'm not going to the party. There's no way I'm going to the party.
You need the carrot.
Right.
I can't go to the party. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually.
But you got to do it before, because women, they always somehow get tired or get headaches. Like, that's the interesting thing. I see now why women get so many headaches. Like, does your wife forget to eat a lot?
Yes, every fucking
it's the
day,
dumbest
dude.
thing in the world. Where you're like, I forgot to eat today.
It's infuriating.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fucking infuriating. And I'm like, all right, and it's classic, like, well, we have this in the fridge. I don't want that. It's like, then you're not fucking hungry.
Yes.
You're not hungry. Eat a fucking snack.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a bowl of fruit right there.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry for that.
Lick the bag. Yeah.
Yeah, that it has been freeing though, just being like I'll catch myself in that same feedback loop where I'm like, I should be having, and I'm just like, nah, man, just let it go. And it's like been very freeing.
It's such a funny strategy to hold in cum until there's like a real threat of violence. You're like, I'm gonna hold this in until
unpleasantness.
I become so dangerous. She has to jack me off,
dude. After a while,
she just wakes up and finds him sitting on the foot of the bed.
Yeah,
fucking 5:30 in the morning. He's staring at the wall.
Yeah, dude. You start talking in like 3-word answers max. Like, yes, that'll be fine.
It's like when pigs become like feral and turn into a fucking. Start throwing tusks in like,
dude. Fur. If I wake up at like 5:30, I'm like, fuck it, I'm up. My day started. Before I would kind of linger around in bed, be like, let's see if she's awake. And now I just pop right up. And that's another one. They're like, lay back down. You're like, oh, for what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If we're not doing anything, I'm going work my laptop.
that is the that is fascinating. That lay around in bed, letting the morning go because you're hoping that she'll wake up at some point and just be in the mood.
That's my prime time. It's a morning. She's a morning gal. So it's like nighttime, she's shattered. She's like going to bed.
Yeah.
Morning is like, when I can really get her going.
Right.
But
yeah,
now I just get up and I go.
Before the devil knows you're dead. The situation.
I get up and go, you awake? She's like, no. I go, well, bye.
Morning, though, is also dangerous because it's easy to stop dating if you're getting it in the morning, because you don't have to get dressed up for that. You don't have to, you know what I mean? And even now,
not even
it's
brush
like,
your teeth.
Yeah, it's just like, and then you're not going to get dressed afterwards. Like I've already achieved everything in life that I wanted today at 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm done. There's no reason to do anything else.
Yeah, but
I don't even need to go to work. I already got late.
Yeah, I'm done. I feel like that will set, for me, it would, I'm bad. I'm trying to get better with this, with like married dates. Like, we haven't been on a date in a while. It's like, we're done dating. We're done with that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's just me being autistic. I'm like, I need to get to my office and write.
Yeah. And the minute
we need to go out.
The minute you try to reintroduce it, you don't even like it anymore. Because it's like, as older, especially as a married couple trying to date, it's like, then we have to deal with shit like parking and it's just like so many reasons to not do it once you stop doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's only reservations 8 p.m. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do that. Let's do a 5:30 dinner. Come back, let the babysitter off.
It's also, I don't know, going out to dinner. I don't like being in a room with other people out to dinner.
Like a restaurant?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Valentine's Day.
Dude.
That's like the worst. I've gone out on Valentine's Day with her like a few years ago, and it's just like couples that have just met, like pulling the chair out for each other. And I'm like, all right, man, fucking relax.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, dude. Take it easy.
Right. You're not better than me.
And you're like, it's the word. You're sitting at the bar because you didn't make a reservation in time.
Yeah.
Everyone else is at an actual table.
Yeah, I fucked up this year. I totally put it off to the last minute and tried to do a last minute thing. I'm like, there's like a food hall we can go to. There's many different options.
Just a UT cafeteria.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better with the dates. I gotta get better.
Valentine's Day. I don't think Terry Black's will be packed.
There's like many options. It's pretty cool. It's a mall food court. You can go shopping afterwards.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get much better with that.
Well, it's
but-
also the dates feel, I don't know, dates feel unnatural. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really feel weird because I've talked to you all day.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
I think dates, you're being fake on a date. And now, if you're married, you're real. So it's like, I'm not turning on the fake thing.
Yeah.
Now. Like, what are we going to do, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Be like, yeah, I come from a big family. What else? Yeah, it's just us talking about our kids.
Right,
And both being like, fuck, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And we have like 2 drinks and eat dinner and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm taking her out for her birthday this weekend. Have a nice
Oh,
little
that'd
trip.
be nice.
Yeah,
What do
nice
you,
little
anything?
Big
what-
birthday season.
We're going to
talk about?
Napa. We're taking her to Napa.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It'll be cool.
You know, like, let's go get fucked up.
Yeah. Get
Immediate
hammered.
fight.
It's in the cards. It's in the fucking cards.
It's just 2 beers is all it takes to just rip the veneer off.
Yeah, we're fighting. We'll be in the back of like one of those little party vans, just be like, "What the fuck? No, you just.
Why did I do this?
Why the fuck did you say that shit to me in the
Yeah.
fucking place?" Yeah, it'll be,
Yeah, shit starts coming up from years or weeks ago.
or it goes the other way, or it's just like totally lovey dovey. It can go either way. When the alcohol kicks in, that's when if you're like 9-10 days deep, it comes out. You're like, don't even fucking touch me anymore. I saw this thing online. The guy said, "You're not giving me blowjobs. You think I'm a beta, and you hate me secretly, and you've secretly been what's it called, lily pad hopping." You're just fucking lily pad hopping to get to a high target alpha male.
It is funny. It is funny in their minds that it's like a girl does want to suck a dick
That's what they were saying.
at all times.
Yeah, obviously.
So if they're not sucking your dick, they're thinking about another dick to suck. Is their logic?
Yeah. I mean, or what I think that could be like,
There's no way they could just be living their lives.
yeah. There's no way they can just be content and be like, thank God I don't have to suck a guy's dick anymore.
Right.
I'm on the account. I'm on the mortgage. I don't have to suck a guy's dick anymore. This is heaven. Yeah, I'm like for real trying to work my way into like kind of asexuality.
Yeah.
I heard you talking about this. I saw a clip of you talking
yeah,
asexuality.
yeah.
What'd you say? Into what?
Asexual is when it's just
Just
like,
being non. Yeah.
I mean, it'll never happen because it's like I'm still a red-blooded guy. Like it
I
builds
know.
up quick in me.
That's why I wonder what it was to be like one of those eunuchs back in the day.
So sick.
Like where like a king would just like castrate a dude and then be
Yeah.
like, all right, now you stay and hang out with my wife and keep her company while I'm on the road conquering shit. And
No,
See, that would
nice.
suck. It's the choice. Being able to like the total denial of sexual desire does seem like it's like the ultimate power.
You'd
Yeah.
be so clear. That's why they were like the advisors. Like they were like the most trusted advisor. You'd be like, bro, hit me with like a clear.
So funny.
And like, dude, you're just trying to fuck the
You just
princess
always-
in Siberia. And you're like, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't have to go invade that place. You're right.
I live in a state of total post-nut clarity.
It's literally no nut clarity. Complete just like, you know what? Is that really necessary? Like, yeah, I'm just spinning out, dude. I'm going to go. It's like every time they're probably like, your sire, I think you should just go rub one out. I think you'll feel it. Yeah, good call.
So funny, a guy being like, guys are nuts. It's like, well, maybe we should hire a woman advisor. No. Just get a guy, cut his dick off. That's what we need.
Yeah. Like, maybe we shall consult with the Duchess. It's like, dude, relax. We'll figure this out. And I think that was like an esteemed position. So if you just got conquered, you know, and they like cut your dick off, dudes would be like, "It's lucky." You were just headed to be like a galley slave. And you're like, dude, for real, cut my dick off. Just
Yeah.
the bottom of a boat for your whole life. Just
Yeah.
Just rowing.
It's the way
Yeah.
you come in and show your loyalty. Sir, I'm here to serve you forever.
I wonder if you get phantom
just tucked.
phantom boners. You know, like phantom,
Like phantom limb syndrome.
Yeah. Or like they at least dream that they still
yeah,
have a
you
dick.
wake
You
up
know
and
what I
you're
mean?
like,
I feel like at that point your nipples would just get really hard. Your nipples would just stick out. But I don't think you would even really you wouldn't have a lot of testosterone. I don't think at that point.
I don't know, but you still got to be. I don't know, right? You still got to be able to feel it. In a dream situation, you could have like having a wet dream with no.
Have you ever seen your dick in a dream?
No.
I don't think I ever have. It's crazy.
No. Which is weird too, because remember as a kid you would have like those like
Other people have seen my dick in a dream.
like I have this one where like my whole elementary school points and laughs. Stage.
So yeah, I've never seen my dick in a dream. They say you don't see cell phones in dreams. Typically, it's very rare to see a cell phone in a dream.
Yeah. But I've just started dreaming again. I think it's because I've reduced my weed intake, and man, I've been having nightmares, like full on nightmares.
Comes back hard, yeah.
Yeah, man. But
yeah, I had that. I went through a run of that. I went on like a 3-day bender watching baseball games. And then I came back, and I like six nights in a row had every bullshit dream you could have. Damn. Teeth falling out, falling off a cliff,
naked,
stuck in a wedge, naked,
covered. Stuck in a wedge sucks. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done stuck in a wedge where it's like almost like a lucid dream, and it like fucking. I'm like trapped under a staircase, being like, "Dude, get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah, it sucks. Covered in bees. It was covered in bees.
You're just waking up and watching the Phillies again the next day. It's like,
dude, it was so sad.
What's a 3-day baseball bender like? That sounds kind of nice.
It was fucking awesome. My lady accidentally bought tickets to the entire like college baseball regional final, and so there was,
so this was live.
Yeah. So I lived right next to the baseball stadium, so we would just wake up, walk over to the baseball stadium, start drinking, watching like Houston Christian versus University of Texas San Antonio. It was great.
I thought you were in front of the tube.
What?
I thought you were in front of the tube. I thought you were going like full pop-up mode. I'm like, that's powerful.
No. We were going to the game, just getting hammered.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was great.
I like that.
But then, the dreams afterwards. Normally I'll get crazy dreams, but this was just like straight out of the textbook.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Teeth falling out's bullshit. I get teeth falling out, jumping and floating. That's a cool one I get every now and again where I can jump and like hover in the air.
Yeah.
Or just somehow like jump and then like fly like I'm like a plastic bag. I get those a lot where I can jump and it's kind of like, and I'm like showing everyone, I'm like, dudes, I knew I could do this.
That's
and
crazy.
I fly around.
I feel like flying is the hardest thing to do in a dream.
I fly. I do. Yeah. I get like not like pure flight, but I can jump and I can like float my body over buildings and come back down. It's like really realistic. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm coming down hard, and I'm able to like. It's pretty cool.
It does feel like a measure of your confidence.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like somewhere in your brain, you're still going, there's no way I could actually fly, but I'll sail along like a bag. It's like I am doing it.
Just my brain telling me I'm just drifting pointlessly through life.
Yeah. I've had those because I've never flown in a dream ever, but I've tried. I do say I jump super high, but then I just come back down. Then I wake up and I'm like, I was a fucking dream and I couldn't fly.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Time
So
for
disappointed.
time for the clean Raiders to play. We had a motherfucking hour. All right, let's stop and slide in the Patreon.
The Wild Wild West.
Actor, magician, hypnotist, escape artist, television personality. There are a lot of parts to make up Steve Crawford. Steve and his team of experienced professionals would like an opportunity to tailor a program to meet your needs.
Hey guys, welcome to Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. We're doing a little road episode. I'm in Ontario, California, recording a comedy special, but we're recording an intro for my newest special that'll come out eventually. And I met you, Steve Crawford, dude.
Great to be here.
Lifetime entertainer.
I met you. That was a crazy day we had.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was
Absolutely.
mostly you. You were doing stunts and shit.
So this guy, don't let him fool you.
The Wild Wild.
You got actually hurt.
I got hurt, a little bit injured.
Your ribs are messed
So,
up. Wait, that should be nothing to you. You're a stunt. How long have you been doing stunts for?
Exactly. That's the problem. So now I'm all broken down and sore. So I did Daredevil stunts on the road for 30, 40 years. And that was for state fairs, festivals.
How'd you get into that?
I was a kid. I had a childhood hobby of magic. My mother told me about the movie Houdini with Tony Curtis, and I watched this thing, and I watched him get locked in the water tank, and his appendix burst, and he dies. And but something it affected me differently than it did the other people watching, and it grabbed me.
You watched the Houdini, so you saw him die in the tank, and you're like,
I did. I'm like, oh my
torch.
gosh, I want to do what this guy's doing. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to die, let's die in a water tank in front of an audience. You know, we're all going to die.
True.
But didn't plan to die and didn't die. But I was lucky. I had a locksmith that lived next door. He taught me how to pick locks, and I really became a big Houdini fan.
And your stage name was Houdini, right?
As a child, I went all the way in those days, actually all the way to college. Houdini names, you know, with somebody Eenie. Everybody put an Eenie, so I went with Houdini. Can you hold? My beautiful assistant is here. Would you hold the microphone? I'll show you one of the first tricks I learned. This is a quick one.
Did you ever use male? It's always women. I never like sexy boys for the
why not?
assistant.
I think you got to hold it closer. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, get up there,
that was
bro.
you that told me that. All right, here we go. Little dollar bill trick.
Here we go.
So a lot of kids start with this stuff, which I did
Yeah.
at the library. Picture of Barbara Bush. I don't know if you can see that. Or
Kind of looks like Barbara up there.
I always thought as a kid. Anyway, no, we fold the dollar up. In this trick, what we want to do is make it come out backwards or different or upside down. But in this case, it actually changes.
Yeah.
About $99 different. As you can see, you get a $100 bill. So money didn't really become the motivation to do it, but it kept me doing it.
You got the
as a career.
Philosopher's Stone. You could do alchemy, transfer the lead into gold.
We could do that. It's true. I will say I picked up many dates as a child,
Sean.
pretending to be a real wizard and that I
Yeah.
could do real magic and read her mind, and you wouldn't believe it. Magic is a great way to meet girls. Don't let me.
I wanted to ask you about that. That seems.
Absolutely.
I watched the reel of you. That was the Oklahoma. What was that? The hockey team, right?
Oh, you saw one of my sports events doing illusions. Yes.
My question is, so when you're a magician, because you're a magician, actor, stuntman, you do it all. You're a general entertainer, a real entertainer. Everyone thinks they're an entertainer now, but you are the real deal. 40 years of locking in getting locked underwater, acting.
You know, it was a funny thing when I was growing up. I was the only entertainer that I knew,
Yeah.
and I mean, I met people who helped me in the business, but you know, I did my shows, and now I look at social media, and everybody's an entertainer. I'm like, I'm the only one on there not entertaining anymore. It seems
your
like,
blood,
but
sweat, and tears.
in the world has changed. Everybody's entertaining.
Well, here's the question. So with the magic, you're saying is a good way to meet girls. When's the first time you converted magic skills into just some? I don't know how graphic you want to get.
So often. Well, I've got one true story, and it's a no joke. There's a victims protection order on file in Oklahoma.
Hold up, bro.
So-
on you or the person?
Oh, the girl who had a fatal attraction, and it was it was this that in '81 I opened for Alice Cooper. I was his opening act. We did some illusions, and I was a good guy. Backstage, I met with the people who won the radio passes to come backstage, you know, and friendly, and the band members were sleeping with people and all that. I didn't get any of that. And one of the rules I had.
How old were you back then?
I was very young. I was 18, 19 years old.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, one of my earlier gigs back in college days, I was in college when we hooked up for that. But I had been meeting girls in clubs and telling them I was psychic. So I felt bad about that. This even in high school, and would read their mind. And of course it worked. You know, they're just, we got this connection. But I had a rule: I would never go out with a girl that I met at a show, because what they see in the show is not who you are. I mean, you're you're playing a role. You're a daredevil stunt guy with security around you, and I mean, you're playing this image, right? Or you're a funny guy in a show, whatever it is. So those people don't know you. So I broke the rule one time, and boy, it was crazy. Young lady. You can look up, it's still in the file, court case. But yeah, she tried to come on hard to me to marry me. All of a sudden, I'm like, what in the world? We just met.
You gave her one taste. She lost her mind.
And exactly. And I told her words to me were, you know what? She said, I should have killed you when I saw you at the state fair in September. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
And she grabbed the wheel of my little convertible, and it was icy out, and crashed it. And then broke in my house later, stole stuff. There were gas stoves, but in those days I was a single guy, and turned on all the gas, blew out the pilot lights, and then attacked me through the back door. So everybody on our city block there went to court, and we won. And
Bro.
but I learned my lesson.
How many times did you pipe her down?
One time.
Just once.
It was once.
You got to taste the amazing
what in the
Houdini
world?
once.
And I just don't know. I don't know what to say about it, except, I don't think it's a good idea to commingle,
That makes sense. That's kind of smart.
Really
so you were that smart, that young to keep it separate, because that's a good insight to know. Like, dude, this is all glitz and glam.
Yeah, it's true. And I learned the lesson.
So that, I really wanted to ask you about that, because doing the county fairs must have been crazy. Like, what were some of the stunts? What was like the craziest stunt you did at like a county fair?
Everybody had a favorite. And so at state fairs, we did about 25 state fairs starting in September through November. West Palm Springs, Florida kicks off early February, and Shreveport, Louisiana, not my favorite fair, but that ran right into Thanksgiving. So there was a ton of fairs, and so we had ground acts, family shows, animal circus, kids circus. I did circus sideshow, illusion. So we had that going. Then I booked a secondary act, which was the Daredevil stunts. So one of those was locked upside down in the water torture cell that Houdini inspired, strapped to roller coaster tracks, and a straitjacket, had to dive out of the way right before it crashes through, from a screen.
What?
Hanging from burning rope straitjackets in the air. But there were other markets for swimming pool events. To let anybody with a backyard pool could hire me, bring their padlocks and chain me up to weights and throw me in the pool. And if you had $5,000, I was available to do it. And some close calls, but I made it through that.
What was a close call?
Well, there were a lot of close calls. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't know which was the tell first.
So here's the question.
There were some accidents.
If someone hired you at like their pool to escape and you died in their pool, what's the deal with that?
I would sue myself. So I had a $2 million liability policy that if myself or anyone else was ever injured at one of my shows, that it would pay off. So my first step would be sue myself because I was injured at my show.
It's kind of
That was kind of my plan anyway. Get rich off the accident. But anyway.
So what were the babes like at the county fair? Because I know Alice Cooper, obviously, you're probably crowing, but like at the county fair, what's that like?
Well, exactly. Use your imagination, and the smaller the fair, the smaller the town. Yeah, I love small town. I'm from a small town. So, but people are, to be honest, we joke about that. And there was a lot of flirty, horror types, I guess you could say, but there was a lot of very, very sweet people. And I mean it sincerely. My favorite guests, they came every year, just really good people, honestly,
that's
from
cool.
this community.
That's cool. Because I always wonder about that, because that's like, and you kept it to the code that whole time. You just only broke once for that one lady?
Absolutely. I think it was my fingers. I always practice with my fingers. You want to see a finger trick? You want to do something?
Wait, we're talking about the hose right now.
It's another magic trick. All right.
Lovely assistant. Go ahead.
I'm going to have you lay your mic down. You got to do this one with me. All right. Would you hold this for us? So, actually, magicians, we do use our hands to exercise a little bit to get our magic going. If you do this, hold your hands like this. Clasp your fingers together. Now, wiggle your first finger. Wiggle your little finger. Good. You're very good, talented yourself. Okay, now separate. Now, we're going to go down. Now, can you keep turning to go all the way out? It's a little bit of a stretch. If you're watching this or try it at home, to get all the way out. Now, reverse your arms and lock them like that. Except kind of hold them up high. There you go. Now, wiggle the first finger. And the little, and go, ah, oh. Linda Blair taught me that one, actually.
What'd you do?
Woo. Twist your arms around, right?
Oh, I didn't do it. I couldn't do that.
I didn't either. Anyway, I tried.
You're never going to believe it, guys. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. If you're still dry wiping with toilet paper, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Why? Because Dude Wipes are wet, and extra moisture cleans away that dry that never, what dry never could. They leave no room for dingleberries and stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and flushable design makes it clean up a breeze. No more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Think about the last time you really could have used Dude Wipes. They're good for cleaning up cum. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide.
You want to hear a county fair story?
Yeah, please.
You got time? Would you come back? You're so good at this. I love it. Trip with a couple of jokers and, hold on. We're missing one. We're used to standing up. What kind of comedian sits down? You're lucky.
I told you I would stand. I have no problem standing.
So I've got a story how I lost some money from a guy running a little scam, a little gambling game at a fair. And it went like this. I thought, being a magician, I'm going to win all these carnival games, right?
Yeah.
This guy had 3 cards at his game. One of those was a joker that he was using. He had a second card, and it was a joker. And then he had a third card, which was actually an ace. He said, this is the money card. Now, what you got to do is keep your eye on this ace. All right, here we go. I noticed he made a shifty move. I thought he put the ace on the bottom. When I guessed the bottom, actually, I lost my first $1. Now, then he said this. He said, look, I'm not going to mix the 3 cards. I'm going to leave them in the same sequence, the 3, and right now give you a second guess. Now, I said it was the top card, which cost me $1. I said, I knew if it wasn't the bottom, it had to be the middle. And, well, that one cost me $1. I said, okay, now you're using more than 3 cards. He said, that'll cost you $1. I said, you've taken the ace out of the game. He said, well, that'll cost you $1. Anyway, I owed him $5. Here's where he got me. He said, look, there's an ace. Would you hold that one?
Yep.
He said, here's a joker. He said, if you can still tell me the name of the last card, if you hadn't forgotten it and all this, you win your $5, double or nothing. You get double your money. I said it was a joker. He said I owed him $10. So I did learn, watch the games that you play at the carnivals while you're on that subject. Yeah.
Yes. Do you ever beef with any carnies? Because that seems like you have a beef with any of the carnival folks.
No. In fact, there was a little. What was the code? If you ever got in trouble with a guest, you holler out. Was it Rufus? I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been to that market, but all the carnies jump in and help you.
Really?
They do. They watch each other. They watch your back, the entertainer's back. That was one of the first things I learned. That's kind of a family.
It's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what would you do then? So if you were on the road like that, and you weren't like, taking advantage of the babes, not in like a bad way, but I'm saying they're plentiful, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? Like, you just chill all day and like do magic? Like,
You're talking about? I'm sorry. After the show?
yeah. What would you do?
There was no break at a fair. You open up in the afternoon. You do some shows. You run them into the night, and then you go back and you're just wore out. You've been outdoors all day. Typically, a lot of indoor events, but yeah, and go back to your room and hide.
Really?
Go on, get some rest, because you got to do it again the next day. When the fair ends on a Sunday night, you got to pack your tear down, hire help.
You're out, yeah.
Big tear down, load your trailers.
For
and
sure.
Head on down to the next one.
So what about the one thing I wanted to ask you when we started is like, what's the relationship like between a magician and a magician's assistant? That seems like it's an erotic. I don't want to keep like hammering on this, but it seems like an erotic situation. Like, how do you handle that?
Yes. It could be. It's all, you keep it in the back of your head. So, unfortunately, they never knew. They never knew my thoughts. No, I actually very respectful.
Yeah.
We'd hire dancers. We would hire people that, were there for the art and did a good job. And honestly, we became good friends.
That's cool.
I never made a move on an assistant. But there were some I certainly liked. I think they liked me, but we just left it at that.
You're a professional as hell. I guess that's how you do it for 40 years, man. Otherwise.
40 years. It was that long till I could get out of it. And I did comedy clubs in the 80s. Did I hear about that?
No.
So I had 3 comedy club acts. And it was an agent that convinced me to do this. Keeping in mind, I'm an actor. I wanted to be a comedian, but I never really was that funny. I mean, honestly, I didn't think. But so we developed 3 acts that we booked into the comedy clubs. And one was a pickpocket comedy thing. And one was a monologue with some magic. And the third one is the reason I got out of doing comedy clubs. I had a problem with myself doing this with anybody. I went right in as a headliner. I think a comedy club, you need people to start in the beginning, an opener, a middler, and then you work your way up, and you got real talented comedians out there. But I had an act that just booked the year up like that as right off the bat, went right in as a headliner, because there was no choice but to put it there. And why it booked was the ticket sales, and it's the hypnosis show. So I became a certified clinical hypnotist.
Oh, you majored in psychology.
It was actually an acting theater major with a minor in psychology. But then I became a member of the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I went into these sessions where we learned how to hypnotize people. And I screwed them up. I messed with them. You had to work with real people, right? And tell them that their watch is gone. Well, I would really steal their watch. And then I would touch their eyes and then put my fingers here and say, you're going to feel something touch you. And then I would touch with my other hand. And I was doing magic on these people, right? And then when we came out, all the guests are sharing their stories of what happened. And the certifiers are like, what happened? He did what? And, you know, even with kids, we hypnotize kids. But honestly, people are crying. They're talking about their problems. I thought I would never be a doctor. I could never be a clinical hypnotist.
At the shows, people will get
But in the
hypnotized and freak
shows,
out.
it was an animal. So yes, a comedian to me is not a hypnotist or vice versa. That a comedian is a comedian. And so here we are in there booked as the headliner because you got to do a lengthy show. You got to
like an
bring
hour.
people up an hour and it's got to be in that spot. And it was a very popular act. So there was a change at the end of the 80s where there were less comedy clubs. So I got in for commercial reasons again. And I like to switch things up because I get bored, change the market some. And the clubs are going down, and so I had an opportunity to stay on. And I think I heard that Jokers was one of the clubs we were working with, wanted now their people to go with them full time or something. There were some changes going on, and I thought, you know what? There's some great comedians that I met while I was out there, and those guys, they deserve the comedy club. So I
left them alone.
So I left it. I got out of there. And,
Principled man.
you know,
So what were the shows? So you would hypnotize people and steal their stuff?
so pickpocketing was actually a separate thing, but when I was referring to when we were practicing with real people and real problems, we would go into a room with them alone as part of your training to get certified as a clinical hypnotist.
Yeah.
To help you with problems. And I just couldn't resist. I'm like, oh my gosh. You tell them their watch is gone and now they don't see it. And you show them a coin and you tell them it's a different coin. And they believe it's a different coin.
How does it work?
In these tests? Well, this is all through mental program. You relax a person. Hypnosis works this way. You get someone in a very relaxed state of mind. They go to an alpha pattern, and now you can speak to the subconscious mind. You don't have to go to a clinical hypnotist to try some tricks at home. For example, if you're worried about remembering something tomorrow, a better word is recall because it's always in there, but you want to be able to recall. So you relax into this like you're falling asleep, right? Very relaxed. And then you look and you picture the shower curtain and tell yourself, when I see this shower curtain, this thought will pop in my mind, so you won't forget it.
Yeah.
And watch, the trick to this is, the fun thing about it is this. The next day, a year later, 20 years later, when you see the shower curtain, it will pop this trigger in this thought. And you go, wow. Then you begin to realize, oh, this stuff really works. It's not all just a show. I mean, a lot of it is a show, but that you can really do that. Or the subconscious mind is so amazing. Most of us have an internal clock in the subconscious mind. You tell yourself, I need to wake up at a certain time as you fall asleep. Watch if you don't wake up either at that time, sometimes on the minute, but usually just a little before, because you know you got to be up at that time.
Yeah.
Your brain will wake you up. So it's about relaxing and getting into the subconscious.
Got you. What was like some of the crazier things you did hypnotizing people?
In the shows, well, making people rigid, laying them on two chairs and standing on their body. It was not a magic trick. It looked like one, but they're so rigid. And then a friend of mine, Dr. Roy Bellows, who's a hypnotist, the next thing I heard, he's in court where somebody came back later and said that they had some back injuries. I'm like,
Stand on the back?
Threw that one out. Well, you stand on the front, you put their feet on one chair and their head here, and then you walk on their body.
What?
It's a classic. It's been around.
Would you do? Men and women or just men?
Well, that depends on your fetish. I mean, I don't know.
I might try that tonight. I might try to jump on a lady during my hours. Jump right on her belly. It's squish her.
Hypnosis. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. They become space aliens. They, raise fun acts in the shows.
Yeah. Were you ever tempted to use the hypnosis for like evil purposes? Not on women. I mean, guys, whatever. Just like tricking people, getting like a clone army going.
You know what's really weird about that is people ask you too, have you ever used your lock picking skills?
Yeah, true.
Haven't you ever been tempted to break in? No. I mean, you could take a brick and throw it through the window tomorrow if you really want to break in. It doesn't change you at all.
Yeah,
you still
exactly.
are who you are.
Yeah. Well, every locksmith knows how to kind of pick locks.
Well, sure. But they're like, well, no, I don't want to break in anywhere. You don't need to pick locks to break in somewhere if you want to break in, but we don't want to break in anywhere. You really don't change it. And hopefully the people that do take advantage of their skills, like pickpocketing. I'll admit, as a kid, we used to go down the street and take people's wallets and practice and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to steal from anybody. I got to get their money back. But, we wanted to practice on strangers, and we did. I'm like, I can't do this.
How do you pickpocket? What's the?
Well, you don't have a. If you ever watch on, do you have a buckle straw with a strap on it over there? I can't see what you. Nobody got. So, you know, like, give me your hand. And so somebody got a watch on here, you grab here and you would literally pull back
Oh, you pop the
the
strap.
shank and you squeeze it. And when you pull it away, they don't feel it. So you look for that style watch as a first choice.
Yeah.
And it was in my comedy club act. I'd bring the person up and then I would wave it in front of their face. It's okay. I'm going to hypnotize you. You're getting sleepy. And then we'll try a post-hypnotic suggestion. The watch is looking familiar to you. And they're like, oh, that's my watch. You know, so it was an inherently funny comedy act. And then I would have them tie my hands behind my back. And it's an old routine. Harry Keller, I think the magician, invented where you pull your hand out and back in over and over comedy. So I'm flashing the guy's wallet behind his back and show it and flashing this and flashing that. So take it and then return their keys or something at the end as a finale. We had an occasion in a comedy club once, which caused a real issue, is I added a new bit. So I walked into the audience and I grabbed the proper watch and started picking, actually, let me go with you. Would you mind helping me? And took a different guy, but I had this guy's watch. So the finale, the new change in this act was at the end, after returning this guy's stuff, everybody laughs. I point to the guy in the audience, hey, don't laugh, I got yours too. And you get an extra round of applause, right? I forgot I'd taken it. It was a brand new act. It was in my pocket. And I left the place with this guy's nice watch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got it. So I actually had to call the manager of the comedy club and he put out an announcement, and somehow he got a call from the right guy. The guy, I was at that show and my watch disappeared. And he's like, yo, you got your watch. What? And we gave him his watch back.
That's
so
nice.
Everybody thought it was funny and quite amusing. I don't think they knew if it was part of the act or not, though.
It is nice to know if you ever need to, you could be a master thief. Obviously, you wouldn't do that, but
It's very true. Absolutely true. There's nothing, and there really is nothing, no lock that can't be opened, or there's no item you can't escape from.
Handcuffs. I know you can escape. You said,
so,
you set the record for escaping from handcuffs?
Yes, sir. I wasn't going to mention it, but I have a world record. Well, that's boastful. So less than 2 seconds.
Came front page news as Steve broke a world record with the escape.
We're ready. I've got the stopwatch. Okay, go, Jim. Yeah, out. Whoa, yeah. Go ahead. Let me see these. All right. Very good. Look at the stopwatch, Steve. 1.47 seconds, and that is less than 2 seconds is a record. Congrats.
And I only sent you one picture of, I just want to share that. When I was stepping away from escapes, getting older, just a few years back, I started doing something unusual for law enforcement groups. I actually got a phone call from a former chief of police, and he was in Oklahoma, and he calls me and he says, Steve, we've got a problem. People are getting out of the handcuffs. They're getting out of their jails, and they're escaping these things, and they're turning this stuff on the cops. They're leaving them for dead, or or killing them. One, we need your help. And they had a budget, so they would pay me to come in and teach them. I said, well, I'll teach you how to get out of things, not just to show you how easy it is to do this stuff. Once you know, is I will show you how to escape from padlocks, handcuffs, and things with items around you. And then I'll do it after a search, and then I'll do it without touching anything, which is a matter. Well, so we went with 2 things on the cop car, and I've got some photos I can send you. A piece of wire from the windshield wiper. Sometimes I put a person up by the windshield wiper, and you take this flat piece of metal, you can shim the cuffs open through the notches. You're not really picking the locks.
Wait, so how do you get the piece of metal again? Where is it at?
Off of a windshield wiper. So you'll see some photos. I'll send you this later today of me holding a windshield wiper out in front of a police station, and then and actually with it in front of the cops, showing them how to use that, and then a piece of metal that I found in the back seat of a spring of a car, if you could dig in to get it. But and then another one was picking padlocks with the stem from reading glasses or glasses, which is actually 2 pieces. You get a shim, you get a, and then there's something completely different, which is going through the shank of a padlock. So anyway, I'm doing this stuff, and we go from local police to, I was connected, put up with an organization that was with the criminal justice system, and it was called the MacGyver 101, and it was a 3-day weekend. They had a guy that was a narcotics, Federal Bureau of Narcotics there, another guy in weapons. I was the only one that was a non-officer. So I don't know if you can actually Google on YouTube. Somebody put it on there once, the handcuff escape and a prison escape. I don't know
How'd
if
you
saw-
escape from the prison?
There's several ways. So I gave him one of the methods that with certain cells you can use that people would take shampoo bottle, toilet paper, remember it stings around you, and block the bolt hole. And when you slam some of the cells, it seems like it's shut. That's not I don't give away my best secrets, believe it or not. I really don't. So this is the one I gave them.
Yeah.
And I cops said, we had that happen. We actually had a guy get out of the cell that way. This stuff's really going on.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not afraid to share it.
Yeah.
I think the best, but we were shut down, and I will tell you this too. So we're doing these federal things. I know we got to go quick probably, but
You're good.
I actually,
We're good.
told them I had a second hobby, and it was sneaking into places, testing security at places. So I was trying to make
I
this
always
part of my
wanted to
business.
do that. I always wanted to go to stores to like show them how much I could steal from them, and then go here's how I did
So
it.
if you really want to see this stuff, I'll send it to you. I was making this part of my business. We had some customers that I would show them how I could get through their security and get past the bomb squads. And some of these things were so easy.
You get onto a plane, you think? Through the TSA?
That's what I was leading up through.
No, really?
Big time story. This is the story. So I've got the photographs to show. I told them, in my observation, the TSA at the airport is the absolute weakest security in the world. And I can get, and I got an arsenal of stuff through it. And I will show you, I kid you not. Started with things like metal signs from, about this large, surfboard, and finally a big metal sword, which I've got a picture of my wife's angry looking at me, and it's not a fake picture. She didn't know I did it, and I put it under my jacket. And so what was going on? There's I'm going to share this right now because I'm not supposed to share this. This is what ended my career with the law enforcement. I love this story, and I'm sharing it publicly for the first time. And it could get me in some serious trouble. I kid you not.
Yeah.
So here's what was going on. I said, I said, okay, first is I called it the magic trick. We'd go to the airport. I've got all this on video pictures. And you've got all these TSA standing around, right? An abundance of them watching. I want to get that number down. When I say the magic words abracadabra, a big group of them, they all leaving a skeleton crew for me to work with. And it works every time. Abracadabra. And how? This is what they were asking me at the they said, how do you do? Is it hypnosis? No. So I would hide a bottle of water in a backpack or drop it in somebody's purse while in line.
Yeah.
In one of my demonstrations, I used my nephew, because he was in on it, but you can stick it in anybody. They get flagged. These extra bodies are here just for that reason. You got a bottle of water, they're going to take you off. And they're going to, so you can get these people out of there, right? Now they're over there, no harm, no foul. The lady or person gets to leave. It's just a bottle of water, right? But you get rid of them. Now, the next step was this. There's this tray, this table where you roll all your stuff around and you put your stuff in, right? And underneath, there's nothing there. It runs right up to, I guess, what's designed to be a portable x-ray machine. It's got wheels on it. There's a gap underneath this thing, right? So this is blocking the view. You got the people on the computer looking straight down. You got this guy over here telling you got to take your shoes off. You got the guy over here making sure nobody needs help. And you got people crawling all over the floor, putting shoes on the other side. So I would drop the item in the floor and kick it underneath the machine, right? And I'm snapping photos, which is illegal, I found out. I snap, and I've got a ton of these from like 20 airports. Kick it. And we were showing them on the screen, showing how I got this, that, and trying to get something done. So the MacGyver 101 team, the people I work for, they wrote a letter to the White House. I guess the criminal justice system did. And we got a nice letter. And I got a big certificate. Wonderful, all your stuff you've done. This is going to cause some changes. We want to fly you to Washington a certain month for this round table thing they do once a year.
What?
And my stuff would go right to the government. Suddenly, my sister, who lives in Hawaii at the time, gets a call. I don't know why the guy couldn't find me. And I guess I didn't answer my phone, but it says, we need to find your brother right this minute. Where's your brother? She said, what's going on? She said, well, they're coming to arrest him and go to jail. She's like, what? She said, if you know how to get a hold of him, you must find him right now. So I'm saying, what's the matter with you guys talking about? You told me to call this number if I ever got arrested going through the airport. And you would tell, they said, well, that's the thing. We normally they work with this. We tell them you're testing it. Or we would, we would, talk to the judge, and you're working for us, you're helping.
Yeah.
And he said, no, he said, the TSA are pissed. He said, these guys, they say they're going to make an example out of you.
What?
That you're guilty of several felonies. Not only did you not work you're not a lot in law enforcement.
Yeah.
That you took pictures, you manipulated officers and bragged about it out of the area and endangered lives by showing people how to do this.
Who'd you show though?
I put it all over social media.
Oh, fuck.
Everyone. And I told them I was going to do it. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be part of a cover-up.
Yeah.
I said, if we show the public what's going on, they'll change it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I am not so egotistical to believe that I am the only one on earth who's going to see that and can do it.
That's pretty smart though, to kick it under.
They made some major changes. So if you look at my photographs of airports, or you have a good memory, go to the airports now, and they're all a little different. You can tell they're experimenting. They've changed some things. They've got a wall they're putting now that runs further back, so you can't control something right up to to kick it under. They've got a machine now to bring the carts back around that they've made. They're finding ways to complicate this thing, and I'm very thankful that happened.
Why did they arrest you? How'd you get out of that?
So they were coming. They were looking for me, and my guy, he says, "I need you to hide." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I'm dead serious." He said, "Because if you get arrested, we may not know where you are."
Yeah, it's like federal stuff too.
Yeah, he said, it's a TSA. He said, these guys are not joking here. He said, they are mad.
They're
They're
never joking. They're always fucking grumpy as
he
hell.
said, we're going to fight with him. So he came back. He said, it's been resolved. There's 3 conditions. One is we can no longer hire you. You lost the gig. No more teaching the officers. We got to end this. No more airports. No nothing. Number 2, you got to delete all your social media posts, which I did not do. I still see some pop up in memories, but somebody deleted some of them. And they said, and number 3, they want to meet you in person. I'm like, why do they want to meet me in person? He goes, I don't know. They just want to see. No. I said, I'm going to do everything but that.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a trap.
Yeah, really.
Turn yourself. I'm not an idiot. But anyway, so no, I never. They said, oh, and part of the condition. Not only can you not tell anybody what you did, you can't tell them why you can't do it anymore. This thing just has to go away now. Yeah, just disappear. So that's why this is the first time I've shared it, and I'm a little upset.
That's kind of annoying, man. How big was the sword you got through?
How big what?
How big was the sword that you got through?
Oh my gosh! I should have sent you that picture. It was from the floor to here.
What'd you do with it once you got through the security?
Well, I carried it around, but it looked like this. I took it on the
Did
plane.
you get weird looks with the sword?
Well, the photo that I'll send you, we're at the gate where my sister is flying one place, right, from one plane, and my wife's there. My wife said, you can never do this stuff when you're with me, which I didn't typically. On this, and so I had 2 versions, right? Some of this stuff I just carried on me and tossed it down, but I usually use the jacket, okay? And I would use the jacket to kind of drop it to get whatever it was underneath.
I got you.
And then when I'm down tying my shoes, I would retain. Sometimes something got stuck under there. It wasn't the sword, but I would just crawl over there and get it because everybody's in the floor putting on shoes. This is the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life, and one of the officers even saw me once, and I said, I dropped my wallet. And it was just, underneath. I got
sword.
But the sword. So we're done through. We got it through to the gates, and that's from there on. It's really no big deal. But I'm saying goodbye to my sister, and I'm holding the sword and the photograph behind my back, and you see my wife going, and I had somebody take the picture, right, of us leaving, saying goodbye. The group, we're hugging, and she's just going, so she's still mad.
She knows you got that thing on you.
She's very upset about that. So that's a real photo. I will show you. I wanted to put it back on social media even after. It was so funny. That's when some of this was going down. And he said,
how long ago was this?
7 years before I moved here.
I don't know why in my head I feel like if a crime happened 7 years ago, you're good. So
and that was one of the reasons I left where I'm from, Oklahoma, was that to move to California. That was a reason. The fact is, I had studied acting in college and always wanted to be an actor.
I thought you were a great actor. You did great.
Thank you. I think I love doing it. It's really something I've worked on it since a kid, and I want to do it as a career. And it was one of those things where I was going to come out here right after college, but I couldn't. I got trapped in my career. Once you start booking annual stuff, now they're going to book ahead. You're booked that month this year, so they book you the next year. And next thing you know, 30, 40 years has gone by, and you're just, and so it really took COVID as well to shut everything down and I said, I'm never looking back, to go into acting full time.
Did you get any like long-term injuries from doing like stunts and stuff?
Covered with them.
Are you really?
Absolutely. Yeah, covered with them. I did an air show stunt, did an escape, and I had a bad landing.
How high up?
More than 10,000 feet. But it's not, it was an escape from a box, which was a thing where the audience thinks that they're going to. I was actually booked by a man named Etzel Ford. He has an air show team. And he came to me. He said, I know you do stunts. He said, can you do something for air shows? He said, we need a new act or something to go with us. And he said, in air shows, in most shows, you want people to think you're going to die in a stunt show. But in an air show, you want them to know you're going to die. And I said, I had the idea. What if the audience thinks they're going to die? He said, even better. So in this effect, I dropped from the plane in the box, and the audience is told it's falling out of control. So they take it up in the plane, and the audience can see the chute open. And they go, Steve was open to shoot. He's carrying the box back over the drop zone. So now I'm holding this box, it looks like, till I get over in the area.
Wait, so are you
release it?
You're in the air?
I'm with a chute.
Oh, you're holding this box.
I'm holding the
over.
box, which is what it looks like, and then I release it and pull these toggles and land. Well, the truth is you can't hold a box when a chute opens in the air. So I'm wearing this harness we had made down in DeLand, Florida by a company, real nice. They make tailor-made stuff for stunts and air shows and things. And a strap attached me to the box. So I have this strap, and as I get lower, I release the box and would open my chute. So the problem is, anytime you get two lines, FAA approved stunt is safe. I was angry at them. I said, you guys weren't honest with me. Anytime you put two lines in the air, you run a risk of danger. You get a line entanglement, which is exactly what happened. The chute came out, wrapped around the strap to the box. So I've got a chute there. Not the end of the world. You got two chutes. Cut away your left one, pull in your right one, right? So now I've got this chute open with the strap in the box, which is what it's supposed to look like, but there's an additional piece there that shouldn't be there, the first chute.
Right.
So it's causing you to go like this. As I go down, you can't look down when you're lowering. Skydiving is a weird thing. You can't tell how low you are by looking down. You have to look at the horizon. So about 50 feet from the ground, looking out that way, you can tell where that is. You slow your descent normally, right? So in my act, is I cut away and then slow my descent, right? So the horizon is just doing this. I couldn't tell, and I couldn't cut it away because I didn't know who I'm going to kill, right? This whole thing could land anywhere. So I'm trying to focus to see where I am, and that's the last thing I remember. I had a concussion. I've got the short socks, the nerd socks. You can see the scar right there on my.
Why are short socks nerd socks?
I saw you in one of your acts. Some of the audience brought that up, and you showed them your socks, and
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? It's on YouTube right
Nerd
now.
socks.
It's on right now. You're having to yell things out of the audience.
Oh yeah.
And one of the guys says something about this short socks.
Oh, it was they were saying black ankle socks. They were saying
So here's you can see the scar right there, right? That's
damn.
Yeah, I got one on both sides. But I broke my hip. I broke that ankle too, but this one got crushed and most of the internal parts came out. It took forever to heal from that one. Broke the jaw. I've got scars on my arm still from it. And so this was a long time ago. So it took forever to get well. But I had a chute opener, I'd be dead. It was just what you'd say a hard landing.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it amazes me. People in the old Army, those guys never did have opportunities. They always came down hard. I don't know how they did it.
That's crazy.
Commendable that they would ever put up with that. But yeah. So yeah, I had spikes through my body one time. There was a guy who'd hired me before. It was a thing where I used to get chained in a chair, and we'd had a martial artist with a screen with spikes, and he would come running down. I'm gagged, and he would kick through this thing after a 10-second countdown, and I would roll under him basically. And come out. And so this guy hires me, and he says, "Can you do this act? I'm going to have people bring stuff to the show." I'm like, oh, crap, I'm exhausted. And he's got a pole in the stage, like a flagpole. He goes, "We're going to wrap you around this pole instead." I'm like, okay. And I said, we'll do a pair of handcuffs. Give me 10 seconds to get out. And then he has people bring stuff to the show and brings it up on the stage. I'm like, what in the world are you doing? He's an EMC. He had hired me 10 years before.
Was it EMC?
What's that?
You said EMC?
He was the MC of the show.
MC of the show. I got you.
And the promoter. He had hired several acts. So he brought me back for this finale, and people were chaining me up. And I'm like, okay. I said, I need a full minute to escape from this. He gags my mouth. and they get the screen ready, and he says, how many of y'all think Steve can get out of this in the 10 seconds he originally promised? I'm like,
Whoa.
Punchline's got to be coming, right? Got to be a punchline. And everybody applauds, and he says, put it in place. And he stands up, and he says, 10. Now, I'm like, are you kidding me? What? And I'm like, I didn't have a chance, right? So I just turned my back to the spikes and this thing, and I've still got here.
What the fuck, man?
Crush. And the sad thing, and I wish my brain had been in the right place to not move an inch, that the audience broke out into applause because they thought I disappeared. And instead, I start moaning and moving, and I'm stabbed, But I wish I had not done that now. I didn't realize.
Well, if you didn't move, you would have been fine.
They thought I was gone. The curtain would have shut, into the show, and everybody thought I disappeared. And then this thing starts moving. They're like, uh-oh. So anyway, I'm like, dude, why did you do that? He goes, I thought you were kidding. And he said, man, I've seen you a million times. He goes, I thought you could just, it's like, and you're out. I've seen you do it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to have to confirm that.
Thanks
How
a lot.
big are the spikes?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
One of them, went right back my spinal cord,
Oh,
dude. I'd been paralyzed.
What?
Do we have time to do another magic trick, or we don't?
I think we have time. Well, the one thing I wanted to ask you about, we have a half an hour. We're good. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. Riff prompts. When you wipe, are you sitting or standing? I started out sitting today, and then I actually, I'm not lying. I got saved by Dude Wipes today. I was in the bathroom taking a dump at Shane's house, and I had, when it like clings to the side of your butt, kind of. I had a large deposit cling to my butt, and it like literally, did you ever get it on your hand at all when you wipe? I don't want to gross you guys out. Has like accidentally, have you ever got it on your hand? I did it. It literally happened to me today. Like I got it just a tiny bit on my hand. And I was like, "Fuck."
Well, that's the joy of the Dude Wipe, an XL wipe for an XL man.
No, it came in handy. I would have had it gone home. It was such a disaster that thank God I did that. Guys, whichever way you wipe, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and the flushable design makes cleanup a breeze. They leave no room for dingleberries or stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. So no more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. The one thing I wanted to ask you about, we'll definitely do some more magic. You used to be able to hold your breath for 4 minutes.
Yep.
And now you said you can't hold your breath that long anymore?
No. And nor do I know what happened. I've had, a lot of things started to change. I used to be in, very good physical shape. You might remember seeing some of the older photos.
Ripped. I saw the picture.
For an audience, and I was starting to develop some intestinal issues, Crohn's disease, which I kind of hid and continued. Some things were going on. But, I started as a kid, holding my breath, and I was on the swim team. And they always hated it. I was horrible swimming on top of the water, so I would always dive in and go all the way to the other side. And as we come back, emerge, to finish it up. So I get in, and they're like,
"What stroke were you doing? What stroke were you doing?"
Oh, that was just the regular bicycle,
Oh, dude.
But they
you would just be submerged the whole time?
Oh, the first run, all the way to the end. And when I come back, I'd come up to give them a little bit of fairness, but I was fast under that water. There was no rule of how long you stayed under, right? So if there's no really rule in the books, how long you stay. But I practiced all the time. And so, I was comfortable sitting on the bottom of a pool, shimming locks, picking locks, manipulating them open that people would bring. And honestly, you get 8 or 10 locks. You don't have to open all of them. People didn't realize that necessarily. But, you open the key locks. But I was comfortable. And then I would spread this, pace it out. I wanted to give the audience a good show. Somebody asked me when I was coming out of one of my water effects, which I could do the lake and the box and all these. You come out, you're exhausted, you're coughing up water. Are you really suffering, or is it all an act? No, I'm really suffering, but it's all self-inflicted. I would stay down there.
You would stay as long as you can.
Stay underwater as long as you can until you absolutely can't stay under the brink and come up. You're going to be really breathing hard.
Did you ever pass out underwater?
Actually, I did one time.
I did once too. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
How'd you get? Did you get pulled out?
I don't know what happened. We were at Ponkin Theater in Ponk City, Oklahoma, which was supposed to be a haunted theater, and we had some weird stuff happen with the water tank, an older water tank. When they were trying to pull me up a double pulley system where I go up easy, started fighting them. They're pulling this thing. They're, we don't know what's going on, right? And we got this on video. And they kind of get me up, and it's this big A-frame. I'm hanging upside down. There's a roller thing. I mean, you got your feet and these stalks, right? And then you got this thing that runs up to the top of this, where they pulled you up and they roll you across. They're having so much trouble. And I think, man, this thing's gonna break. Something's wrong here. So the minute we got up there, I said, "Get me over the tank quick," because they're holding your hands. And I mean, the second I was there, it broke. The weird thing on that night, the brake had nothing to do with the pulley system. It was a piece of steel that they would use for mountain climbing, right? That held the stalks in one spot. That thing just broke. It shouldn't have broken. And another place had nothing to do with the tension. So there's 2 issues, really 3, because the water was boiling after we put a little bucket heater in hours before, because it was ice cold water. Should have taken a day to heat it, but the water was like boiling hot when I almost went in it, and I'm glad I tested it. So this was like a haunted theater, and everybody's telling me all this haunted stuff's going on. I'm like, I just couldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, everything starts going downhill for my act. So when I hit this thing, I didn't get any air because I wasn't prepared, right?
Yeah.
It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one, hold it, go in, and I'm good for a while, right? In this case, I was probably on the exhale, and I went down. So when the stalks came down, they couldn't get the lid on because it fell so fast. You got to hit it just right.
Yeah.
And the guys are fighting with it. And I've got a guy sitting right over here who's a spotter who does nothing but watch me. And if he sees me make a signal something's wrong, cut it.
Yeah.
I'm like, cut it. I'm looking, where is he? He's not there. First rule in Daredevil stunts is don't change anything. Don't improvise nothing. This guy left his post to run help these guys get the lid on, right? So I'm trying to get my part to get out of this thing, and I blacked out. The next thing I know, I'm in the floor. So I had fallen, but I don't know what happened. I literally don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
Very peculiar experience. For
Yeah,
sure.
that's
very,
crazy.
very terrifying, for sure.
Yeah, I was just swimming with my friends, and we were like drinking, and I think I was using my kids' goggles, so they were super tight, and they were just like cutting off like blood in my brain. And I tried to go back and forth in the pool, and I was coming back, and I remember coming out of the water just lungs full of breath. I somehow just propelled myself out, like kind of blacked out, and then I fell forward again, just hit my chin on the edge of the pool.
Water is so dangerous, and even for an escape artist, and I don't like to tell all my secrets, but I would do everything I can, I could do to make these things safe. Like chained up, thrown in a pool, is that I would have a signal, to something's wrong, and we would tell the audience, well, they'll have to jump in and pull these heavy weights all the way to the shallow end to get me out. Well, the fact is we had a rope with a hook on it. But then I'm like suffering later, and I'm asking my guys, because could you see me? And I really couldn't see that well. The water was too chlorinated. I just couldn't see it. Or we're in a lake. I almost died in a lake. I showed you a picture of this, I think, yesterday, coming out of the lake. That was totally unexpected. Wooden box was in a lake, and I did what I had to do to open it, but the wood had sealed. And I mean, it was a tough sucker to get out of there. Once I got out, I'm exhausted, and I'm trying to work my way up. Lo and behold, we've got quicksand or something underneath the water. When I get to shallow enough to walk, it takes me down, and I'm like pulling. It's hard to get my head on wet shoes. I mean, they're gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm fighting to get my feet out of this, and my guys are coming out. So the photo I've got on my phone, but they're coming out to try to help me, and then they're sinking.
Oh, fuck.
I've got 5 guys, 10 guys are rescue guys, and they can't even get to me. And I'm just like, and I'm so tired. So water.
Yeah, water's dangerous.
It didn't scare me, but water didn't scare me like some things, like height scare me.
Yeah.
But it's very dangerous. Yeah.
It is peaceful though underwater. I have little kids, and we'll go in the pool, and every now and again I'll just disappear from my whole family underwater for a good minute. And it's just the
absolutely
best. Just the fucking best. Just to go underwater. I can't hear anything for.
Yeah. And that was my
seconds.
life. So, circling back to a question you asked, I would sit there underwater and comfortably do my thing and enjoyed the peace and quiet until it was time to come up. But then one day it changed. I just lost that ability.
It's crazy.
So I went to a doctor, and I said, we got a serious problem. I've got bookings. I said, listen, I can hold my breath a lot longer than this. I can't hold my breath. I don't know why, as much as I practice. And so they even did a heart test, massaged my heart. They said, this sounds like it's a heart thing. And no, your heart's fine. And they finally said, listen, whatever weirdness it was that you were gifted with, to hold your breath for 4 minutes is just gone.
Whoa.
You know, your body's changing.
Just time for acting.
You know, it's time to go to become an actor. Like, I got to survive the last. So the thing that changed was I went from a comfortable performance, because it's a show, even if there's danger, even if it's tough, you know, it's still a show, a comfortable performance to put on a good show of fighting against death, struggling, you know, to a real fight against death where I'm going as fast as I can and suffering every minute.
Did you still keep doing them even after?
No, I didn't book any more after that. I had to, but I finished my contract. I mean, I had bookings. I had a religion about it that once the deal is made, you know, you don't pull out. If once you sign, you're going to be there. And I mean, I don't recommend this for everybody, but it's the truth. You know, I did a show with a broken leg once. Not that break, another one for a roller coaster. I had to go do a second show.
So how'd you break your leg on a roller coaster?
Well, that was this thing where I'm strapped to the roller coaster. I think I showed you those pictures. The straight jacket. We put a screen up, and the roller coasters come in. I have to dive out before it comes through. And I did this a long time ago. Yeah, way back. Spring Lake Amusement Park in Oklahoma City was the first one I did, and that was in college, way back. Some other guys have done it since then, but it was my original act. And there was a way I knew that the roller coaster was so close, right? So you don't want to jump out too early or it looks boring. So you got to wait till it gets there and then jump.
It caught your leg?
What?
The roller coaster caught your leg, you're saying?
No. I thought it was closer than it was. So it's like with flying that, you know, you don't trust your eyes. You got to trust the instrument. So I had a way of knowing where it was that I didn't trust it. It sounded like it was there. I'm like, I don't have time to jump up and land on this platform. So I just went straight down under the tracks and dropped 15 feet.
Oh, Jesus,
broke
man.
the ankles again. My poor body. You talk about, I had a total hip replacement last November. It got so bad I couldn't walk that year, the pain. And I'm like, no, I'm too young for a hip replacement, doctor. But that's the best surgery you can get, boy. I tell you what, I'm
really?
I can't tell. I've ever had a problem. I'm not as limber as I was, but I will say that, you know, because you're not allowed to stretch after 6 months or something. But we live with it, and I think it was all worth it.
Nice.
You know?
And the one thing I wanted to ask you about, because I found this kind of fascinating. You were on, what was the TV show you were on, the cooking show, America's Worst Chef or something?
That was very recent.
Yeah.
Last year, or was it the year before? I lose track of time. I'm doing my acting thing, and there's a strike going on, and I was on a series, an Eli Roth scary series, which was still on Max, playing an exorcist, and we were going to have additional shows, and we got shut down for the strike. And I'm like, oh man, this sucks. And so I asked the union, well, what can we do? They said, well, you can do reality shows. So I am the world's worst cook. I'm really horrible. When I was single, I would throw everything in a bowl, turn on the stove high as it would go, stir it up. Didn't care what it tastes like. Throw on all the things that you need to eat if you're for groups and eat them. Yeah. And but I was on the road eating out. My whole life. And then I marry a girl that was a great cook, and she doesn't allow me in the kitchen at all. Period. You know, I made a mess when she leaves to see grandkids or something. You know. Yeah. I've rent the microwave. I've done, but anyhow, so I auditioned and got on World's Worst Cooks. I think it's pronounced that way. So it is Worst Cooks in America.
World's Worst Cooks.
Season 27. And
it's great. Yeah, 27
beautiful
seasons,
lady,
man. That's crazy.
Chef Ann Burrell, I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
You know, she died here just 2 weeks ago.
That's nuts, man.
And it's just so sad. She was a great lady. Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of fun on the show. You know, of course, she's yelling at you, and you know, we're hamming it up. The bad cooking was all real. People think I made that stuff up. You know, we hammed up the performance a little, but
sure.
it was all real. But we're really shocked, and I had a great time though, and some great memories. And sadly, she was going to take a break from the show, but she told me she wanted me to come back, and so did the producers. They occasionally do reunion shows, the worst of the worst, and he's going to have me back because we had such a good time. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back. I thought, is this really the image I want with my acting? Yeah. But now that we lost her, I'm like, you know what? If I'd known, I'd definitely gone back quicker. Very nice lady.
Yeah, it's a shame she died. I didn't realize that show had so many seasons. That's crazy.
Nor did I. I've heard it once or twice before that. You know, I didn't really watch it.
Yeah, because like Triple D's got to be at what, like 30 seasons? Like Diners, Drive-Ins has to be at least like 30 something seasons.
Yeah, it's got to be. I haven't seen that in years. Is it still on?
I think so. I think it's actually like shot in like fucking 8K now. I think they've really stepped up the production on D3.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's set some tricks, man. Let's close this thing out strong.
All right. You're on.
Here he is.
Sorry to make you wait so long.
Oh, that's okay. Happy to help.
What made me think of this when you're talking about the spikes and cutting and a little bit of rope magic today? Okay. But you're going to be my assistant.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of, I don't know if you can get this. We just stabbed my neighbor over here. Maybe you've heard of the famous trick where the rope floats up into the air. Someone climbs the rope. That'll be you.
Okay.
Disappears, and then the rope falls. Have you heard of this?
No.
The East Indian rope trick, very famous. Well, that's okay because I don't know that one, but that would have been a good trick. All right. Now, I really do know some weird things with rope, though. For example, have you ever wondered what happens when you take the ends off the rope? You can actually get a looper of rope when you do that. But to do the trick I want to do today, I'm going to need 2 ropes. They have to be exactly the same. Now, this is where you come into the trick. So would you hand me the center of the rope? Just got to give me the middle.
Right here.
All right. Mr. Microphone, would you agree? If we cut it here, that would give us 2 the same length. All right. That's the spot selected. Very careful. Take the scissors. Don't cut the fingers. Just cut the rope. Grab the scissors.
I'm going to give you a nice injury.
Right there. Don't cut the mic cord either. Right? All right. But we're a little off on the length. That's okay. I'm going to have you even these out. Let me line them up straight and ask you to cut this off right here. That should do it right there.
Where you want?
Right there. I think that should make them exactly the same length. All right. Now we have 2 ropes. Okay. We need 2 ropes exactly the same length. Would you mind cutting that right there? Just give it a good cut. There we go.
Right there.
That's a way to do it. Now we have 2 ropes exactly the. Have you ever had something called deja vu?
Yeah.
Have you ever had something called deja vu? Have you ever had something? Yeah, you knew that. You heard that one coming, I bet. Here we go. Just say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
All right, we're just going to start all over. Here we go. Now, to do the trick I really want to do today, we're going to need 2 ropes. They have to be the same length. That's where you come into the trick. Grab the middle of the rope and just lift it up. Hand it to me. Now, would you agree if we cut the rope here, we'd have 2 the same length? Like pretty fair. Would you grab the scissors again, cut it just like you did before? Here we go. And we're a little off on the length. Would you mind cutting it? You know what? Rather than go through all of that again, I think if we just do the trick, we can actually correct the length. So let me give you a good view. You look like a good knot, right? Hold on to the end of the rope real tight. Don't let go. Watch the knot. You can let go now. A lot of people think it's a trick knot. That is why I always like to untie it. Come here. So everybody can see that it is indeed a real knot.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Matt, would you like to put 2 ropes back together yourself?
Yeah.
I know you can do it. Big fan of yours. You know, I got a carpet named after you outside my door at home, too. Right? All right. I'll get the scissors here for you. Always been a big fan, by the way. Thank you for having me. All right. We're going to tie the ends of that one. We'll give it a cut. And I want you to pick a rope. Do you want to use the one I just tied and cut or the rope I'm going to cut right now?
I'll take the one you're going to cut right now.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Let me give that a cut. I always give you a chance to change your mind. Would you like to change your mind or keep the mind that you have?
Okay, I'll keep the one that
You're going to keep his mind. All right, here we go. So we're going to tie these together for you, just like that. All right. Hold it on the end. All right. So you won't be able to do the magic wave because you got a mic. So instead say the magic words.
Abracadabra.
Alakazam.
Alakazam.
Say, oh, what a great magician I am.
What a great magician.
Now, you don't have a hand, so take it in your teeth. Pull the knot off like a real escape artist. Ah, you did it.
There you go. There we go.
Good job, man.
Oh, it's done.
You can keep that as a souvenir.
I will.
It might be worth pennies someday, right?
Yeah, how'd you even do that? That's crazy.
You did it. You did it.
True. Magic's in me.
We can do another trick if you want. I'll show you how one is done.
No, I would never reveal.
Do you want me to show you how a trick is done today?
If you want. I thought magicians get killed for that.
This is a special show. It's The Secret.
True.
Podcast.
Yeah, show me the secret.
You got
show me the secret trick.
All right. Can we take a little break and we'll
take a break. Take a break.
All right.
We'll
We'll be right back with The Secret for The Secret Broadcast Show. Okay. All right.
We're cutting back in. Let me know. All right, we're back. The interview portion. I think the interview portion is concluded, but now we're doing tricks.
All right.
It's a good interview. That was a great interview.
I had fun.
Thank you.
I had fun. I will talk in the microphone, but we're going to give it off in a minute. But first, little more magic, we promise. We're going to be doing some miracles right now, many as they were done thousands of years ago. Maybe you heard of this one. It's called walking on water. Thank you. No, I was about to tell you, you just got promoted. We do hold both of these things now. Okay,
He's
thank you
back.
so much.
Oh, he's lovely assistant and Mr. Microphone.
So beautiful. Okay. This is definitely one of the things we're not going to have a relationship with our assistant, by the way. In case
I don't know, man. If you put me around all those carnies, it could get kind of weird out there.
All right. So what are we going to do? Well, this is a secret podcast. So I'm going to reveal a secret today.
Oh, here we go.
Show you a magic trick. Show you how it's done. For this trick, you need a handkerchief, a scarf, and a left hand. You put the handkerchief or scarf all the way in the hand like this.
Okay.
You make something called a magic pass. We know what a pass is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go up to Mr. Microphone and go, hi. No, not doing that kind of pass. We've already established that. A magic pass. You do this. Now we have an egg, and the scarf or handkerchief has jumped into my pocket.
Yo.
Right. As promised. All right. You ready to see the secret?
Let's see the secret.
Actually, I bought it by mistake. If you ladies need some out there, this is the secret. You put that. All right. Different secret. All right. Yes, the secret to the magic trick, and this is a trick egg. It's a plastic egg laid by a very sick bird, and there's a hole in the back of the egg. Kind of a letdown when you see how these work. And you need 2 handkerchiefs to do the trick. All right, here's what you do. You hide the egg in your hand, hold both hands the same. You come out in a natural way. So natural, whatever looks natural.
For sure.
Take the handkerchief, wave it around like this. Actually, that depends on the company that you're. You don't want to drop it either.
True.
Anyway, sorry. You're getting paid, right? That's all that matters. Okay, here we go.
He's actually really wealthy.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could renegotiate this relationship after all. You didn't tell me that. Okay. So
he's in the top 3%, I would say, in the country.
Wow. 3% of what?
Earners.
Really? Amazing.
Dick's apparently has a huge dick. I don't make it weird, but
this
he has a
job
huge
pays
dick.
a lot. Huh?
He's got a huge dick too.
Oh yes.
Money, big dick.
I guess you're getting a lot of fans right now. Gosh, I didn't plug my Instagram. You guys follow me on Instagram.
Plug it.
Entertainer Steve Crawford. Entertainer. You type entertainer, I'll pop up. Why did I do that? Because I'm from Facebook country and I'm trying to get some new friends out here. So
got you.
Nice to meet you guys. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, you hide the egg in your hand. You hold both hands the same. Come out in a natural way. Take the handkerchief and you start placing it in your hand. But we know it's going where?
In the egg.
In the egg. It actually goes all the way into the egg. There you go. You make the pass. You show them the egg, and you tell everyone that the scarf or handkerchief has jumped into your pocket. Now, there's a couple of quick rules.
Why do you show them the egg? Can't show the egg.
Well, you show them that it has turned into an egg. But there's a few tips. He's got a point. First of all, don't show anybody the back side of the egg, right?
True,
That's
true,
important.
The Wild Wild West.
And make sure the handkerchief in your pocket's the same color as that one that's in the egg.
Right.
If this doesn't match that, you're not going to fool them. But what do you do if they see the back of the egg? I mean, where you guys are standing, you can see the red. Well, you don't tell them it's a handkerchief. You can tell them you cut your finger, you're painting it, chicken banged his head trying to get out. I may even be a magician, but as you probably got to feel for, I'm an honest guy. I try to be honest. So here's what I like to do. Make a real magic pass. Peel the hole off the egg like that. Crack the egg so everybody can see.
Hold on a second, brother. Yo, you tricked us.
That is a real egg.
You tricked us.
Oh, gravity's strong over here. Sorry. And that's what I like to do. And that's a magic secret.
You tricked us, bro. You didn't give us the secrets. That's awesome. That's a good secret.
I'm a magician. What do you mean? I lie a lot, right? But it's a trick. All right.
That was pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Steve.
It's been fun.
Appreciate you. Bye.
Goodbye.
That was great.
The Wild Wild West.
Dude. Oh, can we start over? My voice cracked, dude.
Leave it in.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I did wear a tank top. I wasn't, it's not like a thing. I'm just trying to.
I had a mog on us.
I'm not mogging at all. I'm humbly asking for notes from the viewership. Like, if you guys see anything I need to work on, just let me know. Arnold used to wear belly shirts when he was bulking just to give himself the motivation.
Is that like it cuts off like right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
I think laid back jacked is such a statement that
I'm not even
it's
jacked.
almost overpowering how
Matt.
nonchalant you're trying to be
Humble-
about
humble
it.
jack.
I saw you at the pool 2 weeks ago. Your back is out of control.
Are you serious?
You've got a huge muscular back. Everybody noticed that you turned around. The people I was with said, "Oh,
It's from carrying this goddamn podcast.
I don't even think they knew about comedy. People were going, you know, a guy with a big back?
You serious? I never got to check my back. Is it going like Cobra style or like?
Man.
What are you talking-
No one I've seen earlier pictures of you. No one accidentally gets a huge ripped
You're like a
back.
manta ray. You're like a manta ray.
Dude,
back
I
there,
swear to God, it's just maca. My stack is just maca and Sheila Jeet.
Yo, I just got on the Jeet today.
Did you really?
The first time. It's gross. It tastes nasty.
horrible.
I was
It's like scary how bad it is.
well, I was sniffing. I got it also from like a sketchy like online web store, and so I was like, I don't even know. It's just like a black like tar in a. I don't even know what it is. I'm like, it smells like
I have to smoke
gross.
it out
I'm like,
of
let
a
me
glass
just put it. Like, I guess I put it in water and just drink it, but it was really nasty.
It's gross. You got to kind of put it in coffee. I feel like.
Okay, yeah. It said to put it in milk. People put it in milk. I was like, that sounds like a weird. combo.
I've tried to put it right under my tongue, and it's just like
Yeah, me and the guys at the gym, we just go raw. And
you do
throw
the
it
Sheila
back.
Jeet. You've load maxed for a while.
Oh, is that why you're doing it for load maxing?
I'm just going kind of male enhancement all around.
Yeah, I'm going.
Did you say big
zinc,
cum supplement?
yeah, zinc, ashwagandha,
Zinc is a big,
L-arginine,
Arginine.
and I'm doing 2 more that I forget the name.
Are you
of
still
off the top of my head.
LM?
I haven't since I started the move, but yeah, I was doing it for about a month or 2.
I don't understand.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What's like the
So
ideal
cool.
amount of time to like load max before it's like now I'm gonna let the load out? Like, you know, it's
I'd say you're probably not going to see any results until like probably a week or 2 in.
Okay.
Like the first day you
Whoa.
take it, it's like who gives a fuck, and then like
Yeah.
2 weeks in, you're just like I can never go back, and then you fall off one day and you go I'll get back to it, and then you never take it again, and then all the supplements expire in your cabinet.
But you did get that one
That's my
time.
experience with
You
load
did get
maxing.
that one time.
Yeah, you kind of like I don't. It's not sustainable. You're not going to be impressed by your load because then you're just like, well, now I need to go bigger.
I don't
it
understand.
does raise the bar. Raises the bar for your
Is
load.
the secret to
Now you're
having
load
a
chasing.
large amount of ejaculate not just to wait a couple of days? If you just wait a couple of days, don't you have a lot
Who
of
has time?
But if you do both of those things in
Exactly.
conjunction,
What, you just
then
had every
Yeah.
day a huge
Not every
gushing-
day. You save it for like this. This is what I do now. I just go like I've started telling my wife. I've talked about this before, but it's like I have completely lifted my like sexual offense. I've retired it completely. I
You're
just tell
playing
my
a
wife.
defensive game now?
I tell her like, look, I'm just here. I'm not going to pressure you about it. I was like, I'm trying to retain. If you need to break the glass, you go right ahead, but try not to do it more than once a week.
And now, is this having the reverse psychological effect that you're
For
hoping
sure.
it does?
For sure.
Or are you just withering away?
No, dude, I'm just retaining seed and just getting.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm the full year.
Are you? Oh,
Not a full year, but since I haven't jade off since 2024 because I love to tell people like, oh, you jerk off. That's so 2024.
So you've been off the nog since
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah, I've been off the nog, off no porn, no Jane off.
No PMO.
What's PMO?
Porn, masturbation, orgasm.
Definitely been off of that. But I will say the amount that I think
PMO
about it.
cycle.
I thought it was pissed me off. My daughter's been saying PMO all the time. That's what she means. She keeps saying TSPMO. And now I'm
What's
rethinking everything.
TSPMO mean?
This shit pissed me off.
Oh, it's probably
Oh,
this shit pissed me
I
off.
thought
It better
transsexual
be.
TS should be transsexual. No? Transsexual pornography masturbation orgasm.
You might want to dig in.
I went wrong somewhere maybe 6 years ago. No, we'll be okay.
But yeah, I'm so far past. I don't even. I mean, I think about
Do you
it.
ever
but
feel the urge? You ever feel the pull?
just constantly. Well, it's really mainly like it is kind of nice because I feel the urge only when I'm in my apartment not doing anything because it's literally just an indication that I should go out and do something. But only when I'm like, when I'm just like wallowing
Pavlov's
away.
hog.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
the
just-
hotel rooms on the road are very scary.
I just download.
That's
I just
the
download
trouble.
like a dating app and just swipe to see like is someone sexually interested in me at all, and like. It's crazy. I'm just like basically gooning on Tinder, just like, oh, who wants to fuck me?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. If you're completely resisting the urge, what are your social media algorithms looking like?
So I will say I'm the type of guy that I have been slowly like unfollowing like any kind of like hot girl account, and then if anyone even posts anything that has like
Go ahead, sorry.
like a girl in like a bikini or anything, I'm just like, I don't need to see this filth on my timeline.
For sure.
I just unfollow it. So it's a lot more. It's basically my algorithm is all just like anime videos, like Catholic bullshit, basically.
I was following No Fly Honeys, and the algorithm found me out.
Yeah, they
Showing you
they
butts and
send
stuff?
salvos into your timeline
Yes.
all the time.
But I found you can reset it. You can fully default.
What's No Fly Honey? What is that?
I wasn't following any Fly Honeys on my Instagram.
You said I thought babes. I thought about babes are going to get off the ground. I'm like, that's fucking sick. So you have no
so
fly
heavy.
babes.
No, but then the algorithm still goes. You've lingered on this. You like obviously you like this, and then it increases. But I found you can do a hard reset on it, where you go, just take me back to day one of the algorithm before you knew anything about me.
So you're throwing the baby out with the
helped.
bathwater then.
I was getting women making sourdough with huge breasts. And, And
wow, that's crazy. We were just watching that on Panties in the Mouth the other day.
I mean, it's
those like porn warm up girls. I'm always kind of like sketched out. Like, is it like, do they stop? Is that like a woman dipping her toe in like sexual entertainment? Like,
on like Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, the ones who aren't doing like porn or OnlyFans. Yes, digital fluffers.
But sometimes
it's still
they
part
like,
of the ecosystem of the flesh.
I feel like they make like soft
big
like,
ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they try and butter you up. They try and calm you down. They try and go, this is all right. Well, that gets you going. They know. They're trying to, I believe, on the X. I had to get off the X because then
that's all porn.
It was all porn, but then I would find at other times when I think they geotag it as well. I noticed the algorithm was different. When I was out and about in public, I was getting different things recommended to when I was alone in a room. Yes.
What do you mean? You're just walking down the street. You're like, fuck, it's changing.
No, so I was looking at the show. I was like, there's nothing erotic here.
Really?
This is nice. And then I was alone in a room, and it was very erotic. And they know where I am, and
you might just be in a room getting horny too, though. To be fair, you could be right. You could be right, but that could be. I know that because I get in a hotel room and I'm like, I look like Britney Spears from like an early music video. I'm just laying on the bed, like I'm just gyrating my hips on the bed. I'm bound in chains.
Feel the motions.
Like the algorithm's crazy right now.
I bought a new phone though. I'm trying again with a dumb phone.
Oh, really?
I've got the minimalist phone. It's a normal Chrome phone.
It's like a flip.
No, it just has an e-reader, Kindle screen, so you can do everything on it, but it looks terrible. And it's black and white.
I'm gonna text you 80085. Fuck you up. That's not bad. So you're going for the kind of like somewhat dumb phone, but it'll give you maps and stuff though.
Maps, Uber, Spotify.
Oh, that's all you need.
And then I think I'm safe. And then I think I can just live a normal life in the
set
world.
of grayscale tits, and it's going to change everything. Now you're going to be like, I'm going to get a fucking.
But I'll be chasing that in real
Morse
life.
code device.
I'll start wearing weird glasses in the bedroom.
Start getting etch-a-sketches shipped from Vietnam. You have an artist down there. You got a plug down there.
Hello. No, it's my egg rolls have arrived.
Oh, your egg rolls. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Time out. Pause the podcast. We finally got your egg rolls.
No, I can wait. I can hold off. I can delay gratification.
No, dude, you serious?
If you can go without ejaculating in almost a year, then I can.
You're soft mode basically.
What's soft mode?
Soft mode is when a woman can get it out of you.
Oh no, so I'm hard mode. I mean, I'm the hard all the time mode basically. But
you're celibate.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like a good good Catholic man.
Yes.
Avoid
Yeah, desert. I would say desert Catholic.
Desert. Yeah, I'm like a desert father right now. Just fucking just in my exodus, just roaming around the desert, getting lost.
But you're getting jacked as well.
What?
You've
I thought you meant I was getting. No, I'm not. I'm getting. I've been.
You gotta get jacked one way or the other,
dude.
Well, that's the thing. I've been trying to
my back is just full of fucking cum. I'm like a camel. It's just nut.
Yeah, everyone's like, Egan, what's your secret? I was like, well, you gotta not jerk off for 6 months. That you start there.
You're never going to believe it, guys. This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. If you're still dry wiping with toilet paper, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Why? Because Dude Wipes are wet, and extra moisture cleans away that dry that never, what dry never could. They leave no room for dingleberries and stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and flushable design makes it clean up a breeze. No more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Think about the last time you really could have used Dude Wipes. They're good for cleaning up cum. Dude Wipes, best clean pants down. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide.
But yeah, man, I wouldn't suggest it to everybody, but it's been good.
What do you do if you're walking down the street and you see like an attractive woman?
I just fall in love immediately.
I have a giant heart pounds out of my chest, and my tongue unrolls, and God forbid I'm wearing glasses because those eyeballs are going to shoot through and break.
I've read you're supposed to, from Desert Catholic training, you're supposed to just see them, and as soon as you feel your like body chemistry change, you just wish them the best. You go, I just really hope she has a good life.
Just like say like a Hail Mary in my brain. It's like, I can't think of her like that.
I think it's two monks walking along, and the old monk and the young monk, and they see a beautiful woman, and the young monk shields his eyes and looks away, and the old monk is able to look at her, and the young monk's like, "Oh, are you a pervert? You're able to look at a woman?" And the old monk's like, "I'm so ordered. I'm able to look at a woman and just move on with my day. I don't have to hate myself. I don't have to hate God's beautiful creation and that woman's huge, lovely breasts." And
well, that was Gandhi's move.
That's what I do when I see women. I'm like, I'm so ordered, I don't even think you're hot.
Gandhi was sleeping in a bed with girls.
Sleeping in bed with young concubines, I guess, because he could avoid the temptation. He never even
weren't they his like nieces?
Yeah, it's, you know,
you had to take what you get. Small village, yeah,
for sure.
I heard Gandhi did that. Yeah, he would lay in bed
and not do anything.
Oh, just cuddle puddle.
No, he probably went arms at his sides, completely rigid, just like I don't even feel anything about this. I don't feel your flesh.
People
on
going,
me.
Gandhi, we need you to write legislation for the country. You've got a job to do. No, I have to be in the bed with the nieces.
Just starving in a cuddle puddle.
I mean, zooming out, you know, he didn't know people would know about that. He was just, it was just.
I think he wrote about it.
How old was he when he did that? That's the question.
He was older, right?
Well, when he was younger, I think I might get this wrong. I think his father died and he was having sex with his wife at the time.
Good.
Like he was meant to be in there with his dad, but he said, "Oh, I might have sex with my wife and then go and visit dad, but first sex with the wife." And then he died, and he felt so ashamed that he stopped.
Oh, his father died, and he.
Yeah, like it was something like he could have seen his father one more time if only he hadn't.
Had sex with his
that
wife.
was why I never jacked on holidays as a child, because I thought my grandparents were going to die on a holiday, on like Thanksgiving or something, and it would be like, oh man, God was busy watching me jack off instead of saving my grandmother's life for Thanksgiving dinner.
That's true.
So I avoided it. I avoided it every single time, and they think eventually I broke, and then it was just every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I used to torture myself over the Easter beat. That was the one that like really I'd be like, come on, dude, don't do it.
Yeah.
And it was just I'd be on autopilot with the Kohl's catalog bra section, like, forgive me, Father.
And it's also rough because then you actually have to go to like mass and be like,
I was post mass.
Oh man,
I used to get torqued at Easter mass, like wildly so. It was crazy.
See everybody in their Sunday's best. You're just like, oh my god, I'm so horny.
Summer dresses.
Spring has sprung. Yeah,
Some new hairstyles. You know, the girls are trying out new looks that are not really getting in the class.
I mean, genetically, I was a pagan. I was just the goddess Freya, dude. Was just.
You really interpret it's Oster for you. You're having the full pagan fertility festival.
What's Ostif?
Oster was
Oster?
Oh yeah.
I won't say original, but that's all. Whenever Dan Brown's like, and did you know that Easter was actually a sex festival? It was called Oster, and the Vikings.
I don't like that. I don't believe that,
dude.
Neither.
The Aphrodite shit's crazy. The Temple of Aphrodite.
I don't know anything about the Temple of Aphrodite.
It was when it was like around the time when Paul was riding around, being like trying to get everyone to become Christians.
Oh, when he's sending his letters.
Yeah, when he's sending all of his epistles. And they were like, he's like, come to a church with us. And there was one place, I forget where it was, but they were like, we have a temple that just sells meat. And then it was like literally OnlyFans in real life.
Yeah.
It would just be a temple of maidens.
This is a big thing in the ancient world, was the priestess whore.
Yes.
Because I know in Gilgamesh, there's this might not be exciting.
No, I'd like to hear it.
I'm all ears.
Gilgamesh is too powerful and the gods want to crush him. So they sent for him I think his name is Eridu or something, but he's a big hairy guy who's crazy. And the whole town is ruined by this hairy man who's meant to get in Gilgamesh's way. He's too powerful. It's a very strange introduction to the story.
Yeah.
But then the townspeople get together and they go, take him to the priestess hooker.
Yeah, the slut place.
And he'll have sex with her, and then he'll be civilized because he'll be ashamed from having.
Oh, the hairy guy will be.
Yes.
Oh, he loses his.
And then he comes, and then immediately he goes, "Oh, what have I been doing? I got to get my life together." And that's the start of
lost his
the
strength.
Epic of Gilgamesh.
He lost his strength.
But that they would have, the strip club and the temple were one.
Yeah.
Which also at a strip club, that is the vibe of the men. At a woman's strip club, everyone's hooting and hollering and they're going woo and they're trying to bite people. And at a men's strip club, usually just very sad, lonely guys sitting there alone, staring into
the temple of the flesh,
oblivion. Yes.
Yeah, true. That's true. And it's a lot more reverent, I would say. Except, yeah, but then you get like when you're throwing money at them. I guess I don't know.
Different races, different strip clubs, I would say would be it.
You never tossed bills?
Oh no! In Australia, we don't.
That's a regular.
Really?
That's
yeah,
just
that's
a regular
pretty regular.
strip
That's
club.
America. I mean, I'm sorry.
We don't have dollar bills. Might be a big difference. And throwing a big fiver is. I mean, how long am I going to be here for? That sounds like I've got college tuition to prepare for.
Yeah, they throw money. I saw someone throw a quarter at a stripper's butthole one time. That was you getting coins are like no go.
Okay.
Yeah, you get in trouble for that.
I had a dark time back when I was like a wee lad. I did the fold on the and they clap their ass cheek and fucking.
You laid a little mousetrap.
The mousetrap. Dude, the whole time the DJ was like, "Yo, give it up for Bieber."
Hold on, so you would put it on your face.
Fold. I'd go to lipsticks, 3 X's, lipsticks, and then
you just try to catch. You would try to catch the
they
snail.
would catch it with their ass cheeks.
Whoa!
I just got fucking pink eye or something.
What does sound like a talent?
You were playing like claw game.
Yeah, but they're very accurate claw game.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the prize was pink.
Did you ever go to Thailand?
No. I went to Japan.
always-
I went to Japan only.
I'll never make it to Thailand. There's nothing taking.
Why are
me
you
to
trying to go to?
No,
pervert
just I
country?
always wonder about the people have and a whole bird came out of there. At the Thai sex. The Thai they have the weird sex show. Maybe this is just the thing we know about in Australia because that's where everybody goes. But in Thailand, that's the spot. The lady's shooting ping pong balls and having live creatures come out of
we
it.
don't
I've been to one of those.
You know about that stuff?
In like
You didn't know-
Amsterdam.
What's the other thing about Thailand that people want to go for? Because that seems to be it.
The monarchy. The
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh,
monarchy
yes.
that we
Oh,
all love
yes.
so much. Great rock and roll music of the late 60s, early
Wait, so
70s.
Australia? Yeah, you guys are close to Thailand, so that's where you guys go.
It's where a lot of our more sometimes they'll. Often in Australia,
It's
there's a
frowned
man
upon
who
in America.
loves going to Thailand.
Huh?
Because you guys do gap years and stuff.
Yeah, but you'll know a guy at the office always. You'll be working somewhere, and there's a guy who just fucking goes to Thailand twice a year.
And is everybody suspicious
Twice a
of
year
him,
he's in
or
Thailand. He's
are
like,
you
I'm going
guys
back to Thailand. They're comedians who are like, I can't wait to get back. I do my podcast in Thailand all the time.
It's frowned upon in America. If you know anyone who goes to
Wow.
Thailand, it's kind of like
If you go regularly,
if
that's
you're not
that's not a
Thai,
good sign.
If
Yeah.
you are Thai, fine. You're allowed to go back to Thailand. If you're
But yeah,
white
somebody,
and going
you
to
know,
Thailand,
you got to get over there so people can fuck you.
once every 4 years is the absolute maximum, I think.
4
that you
years?
can- Yeah, you're right.
I
Once
think
ever,
going
you
there
got
at
one
all.
trip, full
I'll
stop.
never go there.
Yeah, I can confidently say I'm never going to go to Thailand.
Never there or Dubai. My wife's trying to go to Dubai, and I was like, Brittany, I'll never
insane.
ever go to fucking Dubai in my life.
Just hang out with some sheiks.
I just have no interest. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
like Atlantic City run by Muslims. And then it's like I'll get arrested if I have a vape pen in
It's
my
like Atlantic City, 15 years in the future.
Well, it's also like then if I have a vape cartridge in my bag, I'll go to jail for 7 years. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, no fucking thanks.
I mean, you think Brittany will observe enough decorum so that she doesn't end up in like an underground prison?
She'll be like that lady. You remember that one Muslim lady in
I need
Pakistan? Remember the lady in
$100,000 to
Pakistan?
fix this country.
Wait, what happened?
Some black lady tried to take over Pakistan for $100,000.
Nice.
You didn't see the video?
She tried to
dude,
take it
it's
over.
She just
incredible.
like there was just a black lady in
She
Pakistan.
got catfished all the way to
Yes.
Pakistan and then showed up and did like a press conference that made like national news. And she said, I need the government to give me $100,000. The roads aren't paved. I don't know if I've seen a bathroom since I got here. I'm going to fix this. Y'all need to give me the money. And I think she disappeared for a while after that.
I haven't heard from her.
They just like stoned her.
It was a failed campaign.
They didn't want to solve the problem.
Someone must have got. I think Beyonce went over there and rescued her.
They
Yeah,
sent the Brittany Griner Defense Force to extract her.
I did see in the clip the Pakistani dudes were kind of laughing. I didn't know if they'd be like spazzing. You could see them in there like.
They thought she was playing.
True.
Wait, did she want the money to fix the country for them, or as
Yeah, she
recompense?
said, you give it to
for-
me, I'll make it happen.
I think she wanted money too. I think she was wanted it for herself too.
I'll pay myself out, but then I'll
Yeah.
pave all the roads and I don't know.
And then I'll have 80,000 left for me.
Dishes on all your huts. She needed like $3,000 a week. I think she wanted. She was like, I want $3,000 a week, and then maybe I think she was like, all right, give me a fucking lump sum. Fine.
I could fix Pakistan for $3,000 a week. I think.
Also, can anyone just like have a press conference? It's like I need to call a press conference in Pakistan.
I mean, it was just they had a black lady wilding out. I don't think they've ever had a black lady wilding out in Pakistan.
It's like, we're gonna put her on the news. This is crazy.
It's just insane. I mean, you know what the divorce rate is in Pakistan?
No,
it's like 0.1 or 0%.
Respect.
That's at least my Uber driver told me that.
I mean, they probably can't.
I think that's not true.
I swear to God, dude.
Isn't it? Because in Islam, it's usually very easy to get a divorce.
Yeah, they do like 1 hour divorce and then you go back.
In Iran,
I thought are they not able to have multiple? Is that not a thing that they do?
You can. You got to afford. You got to prove you can afford them.
Okay.
And you are
told
not
me that
allowed
as well.
to have a threesome. I found out the
What?
wives are not allowed to be in a bedroom together, and they get you on different days. So if you have two wives, you get to pick a 4-day-a-week wife and a 3-day-a-week wife.
Really?
And it's a split marriage.
Wait, you can't mix wives?
No, the wives don't get to get up to any time.
Sister-wife situation.
They're both married to you, but they're not married to each other. I did a lot of reading about this when I was thinking about Islam.
Really?
As a vibe. And then I saw that and I thought, this is not as fun as it sounds.
0.3 to
That's very
0.7%
low.
divorce rate.
Yeah, bro.
It's admirable.
What's the rate of killing your wife?
I don't think they can get accurate.
It probably matches the divorce rate in U.S. 53%.
Probably don't even have accurate numbers for that because of the way they are.
Yeah, I told you, man.
Yeah. What are the rates of freak wife accidents?
Now, if I was in Pakistan, say I had 3 wives, could I have one wife where all we did is I brought her around, had a bag of toys, and then I got to have like my friends have sex with her? That's what apparently Kanye West was doing.
I think that's
it's called a
haram.
freak bag. It's a freak bag.
A
You bring a
freak
freak
bag?
bag for your wife. There's a term for it. It's called what's the name? It's like an elevated cucking where it's like you're way more proactive. Fuck, I gotta find the term for that.
Well, you're pimping your wife out.
Sort of.
No, there's no money.
There's no money.
Oh,
This is all
you're a pro
gratification.
boner.
It's all play. It's all play. But you bring a freak bag. You show up and you bring a freak bag. Let me see if I can find the video.
Is it
I don't
hot,
like
hot
that.
wifing?
It's not hot wifing. It's a
Okay.
whole.
Let's just throw it every term.
Hold on, I'll get
I
this
think
term.
Kanye's journey along the road to Christianity has taken a couple of
He took a
couple
hard
of big
detour.
left turns.
He
yeah.
did, yeah.
I'll find this.
Those
I'll
are
get
God's favorite.
The prodigal.
Yeah.
The prodigal.
He's got to come back.
You know? What greater proof than someone on a journey like that?
Freak bag.
Yeah.
It's called like a. Here we go. Stag vixen.
Whoa.
It's called a stag vixen.
Just because it has a cool name doesn't make it right.
Yeah, it's
It is a cool name.
Yeah. It's called a hoe bag. That's what you bring up. You bring a hoe bag full of toys and you go to a party and you just kind of like, and it's just, I don't know. That's what they said Kanye and Diddy were doing.
I heard a rumor that
Allegedly.
he suspected she was some sort of federal agent sent to spy on him, and that he was
Really?
embarrassing her on purpose.
Oh, kind of
Like
like
seeing how
humiliation
far
kind
she
of
can
thing.
push it. And bringing a bag where other men will.
Stag vixen?
Yes.
Again, this is all obviously
The
hearsay.
theory is it's definitely evidence in its
Kind of
favor.
makes sense why he spent so much time in Japan. I feel that's something they'd be kind of into over there. You know,
Yeah. Who?
that kind of play.
Stag vixen? The Japanese?
Yeah.
True.
They kind of had. They kind
Wasn't
of
that
big on there.
sexually unusual before the atomic explosions, or did that kick that off?
I don't know. I
I
think
don't
there's
know.
like ancient scrolls of like a middle-aged Japanese man smoking a cigarette and fucking with this face
I
while
have
like a
seen-
girl cries
There
on
is
a
an
rice mat
there
on
is
the
a
floor.
genuinely there's an octopus print.
Yeah,
that
they've always
dates
been
from
able to
hundreds
print
of
that
years
way.
ago.
Oh, like an early
There's a
hentai?
woman being entered by an octopus.
I
But
think
that's very
they
old.
have the Hawaiians have that with like an eel. There was a giant eel that was fucking ladies in like the Polynesian culture.
Weren't the Hawaiians? Aren't they kind of?
Maui killed him.
That didn't
weren't
make
they
its
like-
way into Moana. That's Moana 3. That's
That's like the X and XX version of it that they do.
I'm sure it exists.
Dang, you're going to fucking like Disney cut porns, dude.
Sometimes it pops up. I mean, I don't look at that. Back in my early days, back in my dark days.
Yeah, right, dude. Just watching it, just being like, yeah, I remember this movie. This would be so much better. I never got into like the cartoon like Simpsons porn. I never got into that. Never.
Well, you missed out.
That was
you know
like my
that
first.
curiosity in the back of your mind that kind of never goes away no matter how old you get.
No, there was always
Sometimes it's cool to indulge, man.
That was my first
What was
thing.
Homer working with?
Packing heat, I would guess.
They didn't hog out anybody on the Simpsons
real?
porn. No, yeah.
Wait, anybody is in?
I
Who
might be
else?
thinking of Bart's boner right now, but I don't think I saw anyone with huge meat on any
Bro,
of that
that's
shit.
CP, bro.
I know.
Bart's in the 4th grade. That's CP. Yo.
Yeah, well.
So you're saying they all worked with kind of regular
I'm gonna
meat.
barricade myself in my home with Simpsons porn. Come and take it, pigs. It's just Marge sucking off Bart.
I always found that The Simpsons was fairly erotic enough. You always think that they have a good, healthy sex life in their marriage.
I don't
Like
know.
a lot of shows, you can't pick the sexual dynamic of the characters, but Marge and Homer are, I think, very satisfied in one another. You never get the sense that, no?
I've never once thought that. I don't.
Like Hank and Peggy,
Really?
I go, I don't know what they're getting up to. I don't know how the King of the Hill sex life is, but I always think,
Marge struck me as kind of a freak, actually.
yes.
Yeah.
No, Marge and Homer, they have a very sensual relationship.
It
and
is
that's
very
clear.
sensual.
It's communicated very clearly. There's little moments where Marge will, Homer will say something like, "Oh, I'll do that thing where I, nibble on your elbow or whatever," and Marge goes,
Also, homie, the homie. That was like, that's. I kind of like her little pet name
what?
from like she called
Homie.
Homie. That's
Homie,
got
yeah.
some intention to
Yeah,
it.
now that you mention
"Dave, you
it.
think Homer ever sucks Marge's tits?"
Yes.
Gotta, right?
Well, she's given birth very
Canonically.
recently. She'd still be breastfeeding. He's probably not allowed to touch him because for the entirety of The Simpsons, they have a 1-year-old
1-year-old
baby.
Mm-hmm.
But
We've never seen Marge nurse, and now this is suddenly bothering me.
Oh, I never thought about that. Marge doesn't breastfeed.
How did they not tackle that topic when that became a big thing and women started breastfeeding at restaurants? How did they not do a Marge episode where she was like
whipping it out? Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I feel like women used to didn't used to hide a woman in the basement to breastfeed? Because I never saw
They're
women.
trying to do that.
Actually, I feel like when I had little brothers and sisters, I feel like I might have walked into the room one time and be like, Jesus fucking Christ.
There's a lot of, I mean, at the airport they have those pods.
The pods are nice.
Which I assume guys are using for jacking off.
featuring lactation.
Yes.
The goon pods.
I
It's good to know
shamed
that is
somebody
what's being done
recently in the airport for a family bathroom. I was waiting outside, the whole family, and I'm like taking for fucking ever, and I don't hear any kids. I'm like, this is someone taking a shit.
Yeah.
And I waited and waited. He's like, oh, I'm in here. Took his sweet time, and I was just boiling, dude. Because like my kid, like there was like a line for the girls' bathroom.
Yeah.
So it was just like long as fuck, and my kids were like, the boys' bathroom is disgusting. I kind of drove it in their heads. I'm like, you guys don't want to be in here. This place is fucked up. And then the guy opens the door, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Where's your kids? And he was like, grumbled away. Fully shamed him.
It's great. You got to feel handicapped for the first time.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I am handicapped. I've made the argument, if you have 2 kids in your car, you can park in a handicapped spot. You're fully handicapped. It'd be easier to get around in a wheelchair. Put me in a fucking wheelchair
No,
for
I'm
a
on
week.
board with this.
Piece of cake, dude.
Too many handicap spots now in America. I went to a theme park. I went to Kings Island in Cincinnati. It was a theme park. You can't get in. I paid extra for the premium parking, well behind the handicap
All
park.
fucking handicap. That's some
all
bullshit.
handicap.
I will say
Should we
this.
reduce the number of handicap spots?
Yes.
Or should we
Or-
start checking?
Here's what I say.
Reduce the number of handicapped.
Well, if it should be, if you want the classic blue and white logo, you have to have like some sort of proof on your windshield of like what you're working with. If you're just fat handicapped, there should be a handicap with there's a small FAT. So there should be regular handicap and then just purely fat handicap.
They should make you watch ads too for fat handicap. I want
want the
handicap
image be
plus,
bigger.
no ads.
It's just a Carl's Jr. ad.
To help you change, it should be a slightly smaller park.
They do that on what is it? Southwest Airlines. Because you can pay to get on first to try to get those first 4 seats so you have super leg room. But then it's like you'll have people in wheelchairs and it's like whatever. It's, I don't think they're even allowed in those front seats. But then you'll get fat handicap and you're just like, you son of a bitch. I know you're taking those 2 front seats, you motherfuckers. Just standing there, nothing, just no wheelchair, no cane, just crushing some New Balances, leaning forward. And you're
Have you actually had the experience of getting stuck next to a like significantly obese person on a flight?
No.
I've had people complain about my back being too big.
I've discovered a Southwest trick.
I've been buying 2 seats just in case.
Sir, please stop flexing your lats.
It's too swole. I've got a move on Southwest now that I do.
What do you do?
because you're walking down the aisle and everyone's window seat, aisle seat in the middle. You look for people who look like they know each other, who are spread out, and you sit in between them, and then they feel uncomfortable with a stranger sitting between them, that they will give you either the aisle or the window. Usually, yes, this is
good
my
move.
I do late. I do like I don't ever upgrade it. I purposely do late, like boarding group C or whatever. Because single man, I go in there and just like scope out if there's like a pretty girl, just like just sit totally next to. It's like, whoa, that's so crazy. We sat next to each other. Like I sat next.
Do you
to
go
this,
to Tulsa a lot? Or do you have family there?
last time I flew, I didn't mean to do this on purpose, but I sat next to like a pretty like Latin lady, which is kind of my favorite. And I carry a rosary with me usually, and I had it in my pocket. And I thought
peacocking.
I thought I left it. I thought I like dropped it. I was like very loudly. I was like, whoa, did I drop my rosary? Oh no, it's in my pocket. Thank goodness. Oh hey, what's up?
I'm sorry if that's uncomfortable pushing up against your enormous Latina ass.
I dropped my rosary in Magnum condom. Excuse me. I have to get under there.
Just kidding. I don't use condoms because I'm trying to be a good cat.
Yeah.
Did you just let it drop out of the side of your hands like this? Like every
what is this?
roofer's tattoo?
Yeah, I just have it kind of like dangling out of one pocket. Like, oh, rosary.
What'd she say?
Oh, I didn't. She didn't say anything, but
Did she give you a Dios mio?
no. I wish, dude. That would have been it for me. I would have probably come in my pants. Oh my god, Dios mio.
Thank God she didn't tempt you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Southwest and just stand next to the stewardess the whole time. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought we could just sit wherever you want to.
I'm sitting in the cockpit. I'm going to the cockpit. I want to finally get. I wonder if I dress my son up or one of them like a little pilot, and I say he loves this. Oh, he loves pilots.
They wouldn't let you fly.
No, but maybe they'd let him in there, and I'd get to accompany him into the cockpit.
You can do that if you're bored. You can be like, my kid wants to look in. You can.
That's my plan.
They don't let you in there, just him. It's like, whoa, what the hell?
No, I wouldn't allow that.
True.
I'm not letting those pilots with all their.
Dude, every pilot looks exactly the same. For the most, I would say 80% of pilots look exactly the same.
Same haircut,
Same
salt and
haircut.
pepper.
Same build.
It's crazy.
Same age.
Same voice on the intercom.
Same
I feel
exact.
like,
Talk
yeah.
exactly the same. That
And
might
the
be
same
some sort
cadence.
of like thing they learn to do for air traffic control because they talk.
You guys watched the rehearsal, right?
I loved it.
I haven't seen it.
I
I've heard it's good.
All right, so there's like kind of an explanation for it, and it's like if you express any kind of like personal shortcomings, people start to look at you because it's like that leads down a path of like, is this guy suffering from like a mental health thing?
Spoiler alert: they're all very autistic,
Dude.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it attracts a certain type, or maybe you mold yourself into the right type. But in the last episode, Nathan actually does I guess a commercial flight in a 737 with an actual pilot as his co-pilot, and the guy completely goes like normal SpongeBob and like seems to not even have a thought the entire time.
Whoa.
And they're showing him like try to talk to him, and the guy's like, what? And they're just doing what back and forth. And Nathan was like, yeah, I thought you were about to say something. And the guy goes, no, if I think anything that I have to say, I'll say it out loud. And then just eyes forward the entire flight. There's no like, what's up, man? You see the game?
Yeah.
You know,
It's just
none of that. They
locked in.
either do not think or they are able to suppress every thought that they have.
Whoa.
Pretty weird.
Dude, I've been watching The Accountant 1 and 2.
Dude, how is 2? I want to see it real
Two's
bad.
pretty sick. It leans into kind of like the bromance between him and his brother a
Nice.
lot. But I've been wondering if like autists are kind of like an adaptation to live in kind of a more like computerized society. Because in 2, they are using the autist kids from the academy as like kind of like their own little powerhouse to like gather information. I'm like, dude, these guys are gonna be a hot.
We need
commodity.
farms for these people.
Yeah, these guys.
That's why Bill Gates is vaccinating Africa.
He wants his own little
autistic army.
He wants the autist fucking squad.
If we're going to finally turn this into a techno-futurist regime, they need the gift of the autistic.
He's got to be careful because then they can hit him with a little Dragon Ball Z, take the whole place down, drop the power grid. They'll be in there fucking trying to move water bottles with their minds.
I watched that video last night of the dude like showing his progress of like moving water bottles and stuff, and I was like, how is he doing that?
This episode of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Dude Wipes. Riff prompts. When you wipe, are you sitting or standing? I started out sitting today, and then I actually, I'm not lying, I got saved by Dude Wipes today. I was in the bathroom taking a dump at Shane's house, and I had, you know, when it like clings to the side of your butt, kind of. I had a large deposit cling to my butt, and it like literally, you know, did you ever get it on your hand at all when you wipe? I don't want to gross you guys out. Has like accidentally, have you ever got it on your hand? I did it. It literally happened to me today. Like I got it just a tiny bit on my hand. I was like, "Fuck."
Well, that's the joy of the dude wiper. XL wipe for an XL man.
No, it came in handy. I would have had it gone home. It was such a disaster that thank God I did that. Guys, whichever way you wipe, it's time to show your beehole some respect and upgrade to Dude Wipes. Dude Wipes tackle the mess without any fuss, and the flushable design makes cleanup a breeze. They leave no room for dingleberries or stray butt crumbs that TP might miss. Plus, they're extra large and designed for adults. So no more endless rolls or settling for less than perfect wipes. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down. Available on Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. But yeah, I've been going around for the last like 3 days pretending I'm the accountant pretty much the whole time. It's pretty sick.
The accountant's such a big W for white guys.
Yeah.
For white dorks.
It's huge. It's crazy.
I'll watch any bro movie with Bernthal. He's really good in that role.
He's great.
Like Fury, I rewatch Fury pretty often too. That's a great bro movie if you guys have never seen that.
Bernthal's I was trying to tell Brittany, I was like, dude, he's like he's like the best. He's really good. Everything I've ever seen him in. He's just spazzing, does a good job. I don't like the lollipops in The Accountant too. That's my one gripe. He just has lollipops in his mouth all the time. It's like just a thing. I'm like, come on. Fucking lollipop out here. It's like a toothpick.
I wonder if he made that as his own like oh I'm gonna method this.
I wondered if he methoded.
What if he sucked lollipops the whole time?
That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, dude, if he put this in himself, I'm gonna be pissed.
I was wondering if Bernthal is well, all right. You remember when like the Shia LaBeouf stuff happened?
Yeah.
And Bernthal was like his bro in his corner the whole time.
Yeah.
And he was doing like podcasts. Like Bernthal actually thinks he is the Punisher in real life.
Oh, I know.
He thinks he is like the hard nosed like grit man.
Yeah.
And not just like a
thespian,
a bisexual theater kid.
Well, no one else is a mask actor. There's a big absence of masculine. Timothy Chalamet is the leading man for everything. He's a womanly.
He's
girl.
not that mask. Yeah, he's
a waif.
Who's the Spider-Man now?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's
Tom
very
Holland? Is he
fake.
masked?
I'm fond of Tom.
He's British and gay.
Yeah, Bernthal's mask. And honestly,
at the core, these guys are all the same.
Well, here's the thing. To be fair, every movie I watch, I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy for at least 2 weeks, and it wears off. If I was the character, it would warp me, dude. I would completely think I'm a Navy SEAL. So I think it's a hazard of the industry.
He's been so method for so long.
He's been so method. I think he's lost in the he's lost in the role. I think he's tough now.
I guess so, man.
I swear to God. I'm still watching the rest of The Accountant too. I haven't finished it yet. So in my head, I'm like, nah, he's tough as fuck, dude. Like you have no idea. He could beat up a whole room of people.
Probably could.
It's basically perfectly manifesting in his brain. Just him doing these like tough guy roles has just like became like his inner monologue. He's like, I'm the tough guy.
When we watch the podcast you were talking about, him and Shia LaBeouf, they do talk like. I don't even like. It's like a mix of like Navy SEAls and like Cholo gangbangers.
It's a different. It's a whole different language almost.
Brother.
Let me tell you something about this, brother. They talk like Macho Man.
You have to think about yourself, brother. You know, as a man, and I'm coming to you as a man, and you're a man, and they're just the only word they're saying is man for upwards of 3 minutes.
How long have we been brothers for, brother? Let me tell you something.
Man, I don't know, brother.
Brother, let me tell you something about
Brother,
brothers.
about as long as I've been a man.
It's one of the all-time great
relatively
podcasts.
Recently.
It's one of the greatest podcasts ever recorded. Look, I'm not down with you hitting and pushing your wife, brother, but I get it, brother. I'm here for you in the corner. I'll grab you when you go to hit your wife. I'm that kind of guy that's grabbing your arms, driving my dick into your back. But I'm not right with that. If you want to punch your wife in the face, look, man to man, I get it. But I'm not gonna
brother to brother, that's a different story.
I'm going to jump in front of the fist, and if my head hits her head, that's on her. She's removed.
Doing pull shots on a guy's wife.
Clink me in the corner. Maybe I'll bounce off and catch her in the fucking nose. But look, brother. Yeah, it's the best. Those
if
two.
If you want to jack off in a chair while I punch her in the face, brother, that's your prerogative, man.
I actually tombstoned my ex-wife and killed her. It was an accident. It was a tragic accident.
I threw my wife off a hell in a cell, brother.
I was actually thinking about that. I think yesterday I was thinking about Shia LaBeouf, and I like Shia LaBeouf.
I like Shia a lot.
I like him a lot, but I was thinking I think he's still with that lady. I don't know. I could be wrong.
The FK the Twigs.
No, he got back with his wife.
Oh, so that wasn't his wife. He didn't. He hit his girlfriend.
Did he
allegedly
hit FK Twigs or
maybe it was
I
a push?
think it was FK Twigs that he.
And again, I don't know if it was like a push. I don't know.
I thought he intentionally gave her a sexually transmitted disease.
I think that's also.
And then she wrote a great album about it called Eusexua, which is maybe it's not even about, it's about movements. It's a great album. Great art has come out of that intentional STD.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so that's on the record that he just didn't tell her.
I don't know. He apologized, but he was very vague about it. It's not clear what he's
fully converted to Catholicism. Apologized. I kind of like his arc so far.
He was. I hadn't seen his. I hadn't seen his Catholic
his
thing,
arc.
but he was out in. He came to the club. He was at the Mothership like a couple months ago.
Really?
I watched the show. And he was lovely, and he had his dad there. And then I was looking him up on the internet, and I think the night before he was arrested for jaywalking because he kept calling a policeman silly. Like he went to cross a main road, and the policeman said, "You can't do that." And he said, "You're being silly. You're a silly policeman." He said the word silly.
That'll piss off a cop. You call a cop silly. They're not going for silly.
Yeah, I think silly is one of the. I mean, it's a great thing to call a cop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
not
literally
violent.
the last thing they want to hear.
Don't be silly.
Oh, you're being silly, man.
That
Because they're
activates
not
their-
silly at all. They're serious. It's the most serious men usually.
Yeah, it's much better than pig.
Yeah, they'd rather
Everyone
pig.
has pig.
At least there's
Pig
like
does no
anger
damage.
behind pig. If you're like, dude, you're being a little silly. They're like,
Also, pig is just such a standard like go-to.
Yeah.
Silly is like, wow, this guy has some beef with me for sure.
this guy's fucking with my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just knew something went down. I don't know what happened, but I just thought about. My thought was like, say you were on record though, because the details come out. People just assume when they hear there was any sort of like assault or aggravation there, they assume you like beat the hell out of her.
Yes.
In, court of public opinion kind of thing. When you jump back into the dating pool, I wonder, like if a girl dates you after hearing publicly that you were
They
beating,
flinch a lot.
Yeah, or is it like, what's up with that? Like, is it like, are they like, okay, well, I know what I'm signing up for. Like, are there girls out there being like, oh, she was being a pussy? Of course your boyfriend shoves you. That's what I was wondering about. There's got to be girls out there that are like, yeah, for sure.
It's Italian women.
Yeah, true. That was all. It was just a stupid thought in my car.
I'm sure there's girls that are about it like that though.
Getting shoved.
Yeah, and they'll give it back.
Yeah.
Chris Brown's reputation has not been hurt with his woman.
There you
fan
go.
base.
That's a good one.
Ladies
No.
love Chris
Didn't
Brown,
he-
and his Wikipedia page is nuts. If you go to the controversies page on Chris Brown,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that
women
wasn't
are-
an isolated Rihanna incident.
Oh,
He's
really?
hitting heaps of ladies.
They're so horny
Allegedly.
for him though.
He's like, have you seen the videos of him like just like at his shows just humping girls on stage?
Yeah, the meet and
It's
greet.
crazy.
By the
Meet
way,
and greet
MEAT.
women,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
getting
No, you gotta
pregnant,
do
taking
fast.
pictures with Chris Brown. They love that he's socking girls because it's like that means eventually enough of these girls are going to get socked and dropped out that I'm going to have
I'm
a
next.
chance. Yeah, I'm like 230,000th in line. If he could just, all I know is
Not through all of them.
I got to just be able to take one good one and I'm set for life. True. He's gonna be dancing on me.
Yeah, that's his lawyer must have like the fund that like just one savings account just for like smacking a lady fund.
The smack fund.
Smack fund's
He
gotta be
was
crazy,
smacking.
It's getting kind of low, Chris.
It wasn't even just girls he was dating. It was like someone who was looking after his dog, someone who did his hair.
Wait, what?
Have you read this?
He beat his dog. Walker?
Everyone can get it.
Chris Brown is
Like his dog or like his dog? Like his dog.
allegedly. Sorry, allegedly. I have to keep saying
Yeah.
allegedly, but it's a big controversies Wikipedia page, and it's almost all.
What is the controversy? What's the alleged controversy?
There's one after another. No, there's like 20.
Oh, assaults.
Like allegedly.
Really? Oh yeah, he just got rearrested recently. Yeah, he threw. Yeah, yeah, it's like a big one. It was like one of those. I think it was Fat Square Boys. I could be wrong. It was either tall and long or fat and square.
At this point, if you piss off Chris Brown, isn't it kind of your fault? You know what I mean? It's like obviously he has a history of being a bit of a hothead. You know, it's
Yeah.
like maybe just keep your distance from him. I don't know.
That would suck. You're just recording like
seems
very
like an
sexual R&B. You're just like kind of chubbed up. You're like, this is kind of weird. The guy just beats your ass. That'd be getting your ass kicked as a sound engineer to R&B would be crazy.
Yeah,
that would suck, dude. Imagine if Boys to Men just stomped you, dude. Just DP'd you.
They had to.
think Boys and Men were stomping
Oh
people?
yeah, you're getting punched with like very extravagant rings on their hands and shit. That shit sucks.
That one guy comes into the back.
You're getting
like,
kicked with a loafer that's softer than anything you've ever felt before. They're like, damn, I'm gonna grab one from my pillowcase.
Oh, yeah. I never thought about that. That sucks. Well, hopefully Chris Brown figures it out, man. You can't be doing.
Pretty
that.
sure recording studios see a lot of fights. I think a
Yeah.
lot, and it's like a guy comes in for maybe a verse, or maybe he brought in a beat.
Yeah.
And then like another guy doesn't like him, and it just turns into like a Kai Cenat stream.
True.
Probably pretty frequently.
That's a good point. I
There's
didn't
just
think about
girls twerking and guys screaming, and no one understands what's going on.
It's got to be such a stressful
And then
environment.
you get a platinum record out of it. It's like the formula worked once
Pressure
again.
make diamonds.
It's true, huh?
Pressure makes diamonds.
True.
You have a cool, easy recording studio.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be in the studio like that. I never got the
Be in the stew, cook up in the stew.
cook in the stew. Yeah.
You got all your jewelry on, you're wearing sunglasses, you got like a cup of something, and you're just like vibing to the beat, and no one is sure if they like the song yet or not, but everyone's just like, we got to keep the vibe going.
True.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, man.
If you're the guys like, this is kind of ass, you might get turned on by everyone else in the room.
I saw a video of Tupac blowing up because he thought there was too much of this going on in the green room. This was recently on a reel. He comes in and goes, "Quit messing around. We got girls dancing. We got people popping champagne. Let's make some music. We're going to do it one at a time. You can produce it later. Get my verse now." And it was sort of prophetic because he had so many verses recorded when he died. He didn't know how much time he had left.
Yeah, dude. Apparently, rappers now, all of them have like hundreds and hundreds of songs.
That's how you provide for your loved ones after
True.
you take
You
too many
inevitably-
drugs on a plane to Australia. Rest in peace.
They
That
should
guy.
just release all those songs as like podcasts. Like if you're just rapping
Juice
that
WRLD.
much, you might as well just do
Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, a lot of rappers are. Juice WRLD had a bunch of songs,
Juice WRLD's had like 3 albums come out after.
and he died on a plane to Australia.
I think he was worried about a drug dog, and he had some drugs on him, so he took all of them to get off the plane. It's very sad.
What?
Yeah.
I've
He had
done
drugs?
that,
That's
but
not
never
really how
had
he
more
died,
than like
is it?
one Xanax.
Yeah.
Is that seriously how he died?
Yeah, I think that's how he had
Wait,
Juice
so he had
WRLD
a
died.
ton of drugs on him, and he goes, he's already gotten through.
He got
security.
nervous
No,
at
well,
TSA.
I think he flew private, and he came down, and they said, "This country's very uptight about drugs." He went, "Well, I better have every pill that's on me right now." And then he took them, and then he was out.
What?
Australia strikes again. It's very sad.
They weren't. I don't know. I went there that one time. I had a fake Vax card. You guys didn't catch that. Probably had a weed pen if I had to guess. Australia, you can get anything through Australia.
We put up a bit. Our signs are very spooky. I think it's easier
Really?
to get things in than we have a whole TV show about it, which is Border Patrol. I think it's called, where we get. It's a whole TV show about
Just
Chinese people
Australian
coming
guys
into the
staring
border.
at the ocean like, hey, yeah,
They're at the airport and they just go through like Chinese people's bags. And like, what is this? You can't have this fish.
Yeah, you can't bring a lot of fruit. I did notice that, like fruit and all that other stuff. You
Contraband.
can't bring.
Very big on fruit.
I
Whereas here-
accidentally brought a stick home from Australia.
And
Found a
did
cool
they
stick.
say something about it, or were you able to bring it with you?
They can't. It passed,
That
bro.
sucks.
I've got those things through, dude. It's my stick. it was
get
in
them
my
out.
pocket. I forgot it was in there. It was a cool stick. It was like a very bare, smooth stick, and I brought it back from Australia. Probably crippled the.
Excuse me, that's my hoe bag.
This would sound silly, but the first time I was in America, I did see a cool rock, and I brought it home.
Did
And
you
I
really?
wanted to bring home a piece of American rock.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to bring rocks from America to Australia?
No one questioned it was like a pebble. It was like a nice pebble.
I brought
in
a
someone's
pebble. I brought a
driveway.
nice pebble from Italy back to America. It was
That's
weird. I like-
nice.
Oh.
You see a handsome rock, and you're like, I'm gonna bring this back
I
with
thought
me.
there's an energy here.
There's a lot of accomplished geo smugglers around here. This is crazy.
You're not supposed to take them from Hawaii though.
I
Because
heard.
the kapunas or something like that.
What's
Really?
kapuna?
What's the spirits? You take nothing from Hawaii.
I would take
you
it to be
leave
like,
all.
I don't believe in kapunas.
Well, you'd be fucked then.
Zuckerberg must be in trouble with the kapunas right now. Doesn't he have like a giant volcanic fucking bunker in Hawaii?
I hope so. I don't know.
He does. I think so. Yeah,
heard
he
about
apparently scored a lot of property over there.
There's the underground cities that the rich are building to keep them safe from whatever's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a topside
You just-
mutant.
I
I,
gotta-
You
can't
gotta,
wait.
you gotta put your
Topside mutant will be sick.
Cannot wait to be a topside mutant and torture the underground rich people, banging on the manhole covers. We're gonna come down there.
So fun.
I think America might be going to war now.
You think so with Iran?
I think it's happening now. Yeah, USA
This
officially
drudgery?
joins war. It's just happened
Oh man. Against Iran?
against Iran.
What the freaking hell? Hope they don't use any dirty bombs. That's what I'm worried about. Those goddamn bioweapons.
Us or them? Us or them, you mean?
I mean,
none of them. You want to fair? You want to
I hope COVID doesn't break out again during this war.
This is so much worse than the declaration of. I mean, like Churchill gets to go, we will fight them on the beaches.
Yeah.
Trump's going, well, these guys have
a bunch
defensive
of autistic
equipment
guys
and plenty
using
of
drones.
it. It doesn't compare to
Was this on True
American-made,
Social?
manufactured stuff. Yeah. Nobody does it better than the good old US of A in terms of war.
I mean, dude, we
That's
would
exciting.
we would
We're at
absolutely
war.
smash Iran, obviously, but it's like, can't we just say we're not going to war and then just kind of send like secret agents to do it or whatever?
The old-fashioned, the way we've been doing it for...
Yeah, can we just destabilize their economy like gentlemen?
Use like a proxy. Be like, be polite. Use proxies.
So wait, why are we doing it? Not just having Israel do it and being like, God damn it.
I
I think Trump got too excited. I think the
He's
playbook
pumped.
was obviously just provide Israel everything they need to destabilize the part of the Muslim world that we don't like forever.
And then he thinks, maybe I could win a war.
Just like Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, we should actually jump in there and see what's up.
What if Bibi just has crazy riz and nobody knows about it? He just feels like, come on, Trump, come on. He's so
He's
sick,
very
brother.
charismatic.
Brother, it'll go so sick.
It is funny that a dude named BB like started a giant war,
Possibly World War III.
Yeah, BB.
I mean, who would join Iran? China's not joining with Iran.
Russia.
Russia? God dang it.
I think China can
China.
be courted, but China's so tied up with Africa right now.
Are they?
Yeah, they're going to milk Africa. They really need to stay focused. They don't want to get into a war.
Yeah.
They're not set up for it either.
Good. That's good. So it'll be Russia, Iran. What a fucking
You know,
scraggly.
you know who? I mean, if they turned the lights off and played their music, it would get a big pop in the main event.
Ew.
If North Korea woke up right now,
Off the ropes.
you
out of
forgot all
nowhere.
about it. He was out with an injury. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
then
don't think they're-
WrestleMania comes. It's like North Korea.
I just don't think their
let's
missiles
go.
can reach.
I don't think they can do anything. But who cares?
It'd be sick if they just dropped in Fortnite style.
North
Yeah,
Korea
that's-
is the Rey Mysterio of world conflict. A small guy. You don't think he should have an impact.
But
He's taking
don't
out
let
the
him get
big
on
show
the top
somehow.
So
turnbuckle.
it could be, in theory, Iran and Russia versus
The Dudley
Israel and the
Boys
United States.
and United States.
Well,
yeah.
and then like also probably like France and like kind of EU countries are probably going to join.
Oh, you mean
us.
all of our pets?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. You think? Yeah, I guess they'd have to. I
Yeah.
would assume.
The
Yeah, Germany, all those guys.
the classics.
They can send their 15 bicycles.
Fire up Egypt.
What-
You could
what's
probably
left
fire,
of
you can
their
fire
force
Egypt
projection.
up. Because what countries are we tight with that are in that area? It's Egypt,
I don't
Jordan.
know, I feel like a lot of those
Saudi
guys don't
Arabia.
like
Saudi
this.
Arabia is huge. They just gave us a golden jet.
Yeah. I think you've probably got
Oh,
Iraq.
right,
What's
yeah.
left of Iraq is probably ready
Saudi.
to.
Isn't Jordan
in
on
there.
our side too? I think Jordan. It's always the king of Jordan. I think is like chilling.
Yeah.
So I think it will be. That's dude. That'll be crazy.
I've been thinking about how badly, if I was leaving high school this year, I'd probably, and my circumstances were the same as when I actually graduated high school, I probably would find a way to enlist and become a drone operator. I think it's the same. I actually, it sucks that I didn't get to fantasize that the same way I got to fantasize about being an Army sniper, where it was completely unrealistic and would have never happened. And
But now they've seen your Rocket League abilities, and
Now-
they say, "How
now
about you
that
join
I've-
a different kind
I
of
think
Rocket
they do
League?"
use like Xbox controllers.
Yeah, and then the reality of it is also cool, where you're like kind of just in the back of a truck wearing a headset, and all of like the actual grunts are laughing at you, and no one respects you. But it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. I'm locked in right now.
And you can twitch it.
Yeah.
You're like one of those. What are the guys
Let's
in Dune?
go, check.
Really, like the dudes in Dune with like the pink. I mean, the blue eyes. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah, the navigators.
the Mentat.
like the quants or whatever.
That's probably happens to every professional Twitcher that gets caught saying the N word on the stream. The government knocks up and like, we have
You
a
got
job.
two options.
We have a job for you. Come here now.
God,
Releasing
man.
the tape to
Put me
Twitter.
in the back of the truck and let the squad humiliate me while I drone strike people.
That would be so sick.
It's
dude.
nothing but kill streaks. It's gotta fucking rock, man.
It would be fucking awesome.
You got the cold-blooded perk on. You're like, fuck, dude, I got all my perks. I just prestiged actually. You have your gamer clan, just like XX whatever.
Yeah, man. You mad is actually the clan tag.
I think we did an hour, dude. Right, Gardines? All right, I gotta pee. I can tell. Oh, 53. Let's power through. It's 53. I've had a pee for the last 30 minutes.
I smell really bad.
Do you smell?
Yeah.
I made sure to go. I thought when you told me to come by, I was like, I gotta immediately go shower. I can't smell bad.
Really?
Well, no, I showered. I did everything, and I'm on a new kick. I'm trying to take care of myself. I'm trying to make. I've started sleeping.
Whoa,
dude, sleeping with a TV on for
40 years.
40 years.
40 years.
Crazy.
So I've taken the television out of our bedroom.
Oh,
nice.
And we're on. I haven't even completed a week of it yet, but so far so good. And then I got a mattress topper. It turns out my bed was very uncomfortable, and that was probably a part of it. So now I'm sleeping like a fucking king.
How's your stack?
I haven't gotten to the Tupperware bin full of supplements yet.
Okay.
It's still being unpacked.
That'll be there, yeah.
But I was at Walmart and I grabbed the same deodorant I get, but aluminum free.
Nice.
It's not working at all.
Stink.
I smell so bad right now.
I'd
It's
rather
making me
not
really
wear
self-conscious.
deodorant at all than the aluminum free.
I'm sticky.
It
and
bleeds in your
stinky.
shirts and stuff. It's
dude.
I don't wear it. I rarely wear it. In the summer, I'll like slap it on every now and again just because you know, one of my kids will be like, dude, you fucking stink. But
There's just my pheromones just fucking blasting.
I would be
I
better
really
off
wear-
going raw.
I swear, I think you are, man. I pretty much. Remember when Sid stopped wearing deodorant and everyone had
I was
an
just talking
intervention?
about this. What a psychopathic move.
I know.
Sid did 6 months no deodorant and was in complete denial about how bad he reeked. It was filling rooms.
I was doing
he
that.
was changing shirts mid conversation.
Or
because
it's
he was
his
sweating
T
through
levels
his-
like though. You know, did he get his nanograms per deciliters checked?
They're probably high. If I had to guess,
Yeah.
Sid's are probably off the charts, dude. If I had to guess,
Judging from just the smell.
We drove to
Yeah, I
Atlantic.
think so.
We drove to Atlantic City together to do a podcast, and it was like the windows in the car were bulging out from the smell. It was so fucking bad, and you'd be like, "Yo, dude, you stink." And you'd be like, "I don't think it's me," and it went
It was
nowhere.
so fun. It was like a can of soup. We were
People just started to
inside
like
of a-
back away from him. People started to leave his personal life.
No,
he
it was the green room at Helium. The one time, like people were coming up to him, like, "Dude, you stink in this green room," and he finally accepted it. He was like, "All right, I stink. I stink. I've been stinking for 6 months." Well, I'll give it to him because he wanted the no deodorant life so bad, which I can respect. But he for real stunk. He was kicking off a stink,
There's no excuse, dude. I mean,
which is alpha.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed by the fact that I don't like.
if he powered through, if he
Someone's
said,
like,
"Yes,
yeah.
I do stink,"
That's what I'm saying.
That's a completely different story.
Hey, that's your. Yeah, he could have said, "Hey, that's your problem, man."
Yeah, deal with it.
I love every aspect of myself.
Sometimes I feel like the stink comes when I don't rock deodorant. I feel like when I'm really stressed out, that's when the stink comes. I feel like it's a response to like the way that I am inside. So if I
makes
try
my
to
life
just
so
lower
you're
my
saying
You
stress, I
stink
don't
inside, you stink outside.
exactly.
If you lose frame, you just start to stink.
Sorry, I smell, guys. I'm super anxious right now.
That'll definitely, dude. Sit down on the plane, bust out the rosary beads. Like, hopefully, I don't smell. I've been worried all morning.
That is a big word. I keep a stick of deodorant whenever I fly because, like, dude, you didn't notice when we were like going to like Sacramento and shit. I was hitting the deod like just in the waiting area.
Were you really?
Yeah. Anytime I get on a plane, I have to reapply because I just get so worried that people are like, "What's up with that guy's deodorant?"
Dude, I don't wear deodorant on the plane. I fart the entire time. Dude. I don't. I'll give
Someone
myself.
told me you told a story about me farting
Yes,
on an airplane.
it was the little kid turning around, and Butterly was. It was so they were so bad, and this
You
kid
got
would
over the sound of the jet engine?
No. The smell. The smells were fucking horrendous, and this little boy in front of us would smell them and get so excited and turn around and just wide smile between the seats, and I couldn't stop. And he was like telling his mom or dad, and they kept being like, "Dude, stop." It's like, they did it again, Mom.
Was he able to clock who it was, like specifically from just like
we were blaming each other. We were both blaming each other the entire time, and even the mom in front was laughing pretty hard. I saw her shoulders quaking. It was what a good sport the mom was.
Probably started a lifelong perversion for that child.
This kid couldn't have been happy. He was the only one on the plane. Couldn't have been happier.
that's a core memory of his.
He was, dude.
He
And we
farted
were
a core memory into his brain.
I mean, just sitting in the smell, being like, no, it's cool. And then you see that fucking smile. You're like, fuck. Mom, they did it again. Mom, they did
I don't know what he's
another
talking about.
Man, could you shut your child up?
No, I give myself like 10 farts, and then if I have to, I'll take a dump in the plane. But
10's the number. It's too much. Time to go shit.
if I'm sitting next to a lady, guys, infinite. I'll fart the
Wait, you
entire
fart next to a
time.
lady?
I'll fart 10 times next to a lady. And then I'll
Depends.
go
If it's a
shit.
crabby lady, farts are the worst punishment she can receive. I'm not allowed to strike her or raise my voice at her, but I can almost shit my pants at her.
I've had some times recently where I'll be like, end of the night, Brittany's in the bathroom doing whatever, and I'll be like naked and like she's in the bathroom, I'm in the bedroom, just naked farting in the bed, and I'll be like sitting there like, she has to hate me. She must just be disgusted. There's literally just a creature.
Well, the rage has to come out somewhere. They don't say this about Chris Brown. He never farts in front of a woman. That's where he starts
That we know of.
swinging.
That we know
That
of.
we know of.
Yeah, he might have
That
had
might be where all the farts come
NDAs.
from. He just fucking rips. Like, oh my God. He's like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
He
was
hasn't
in a
signed an
car
NDA about
with
what the fight's
Rihanna.
about. It was like,
He was in a car.
out there.
Oh yeah, the big one was in the car with Rihanna.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just crushed the car. Steam the glass.
The glass was melting.
On the shitting on a flight, there's a hack I've found. I didn't know if people know this. You're allowed to use the toilet before the plane takes off. So
Yeah.
when they're doing that, I didn't know. For years, I thought you had to wait until you were in the sky and
Nah.
the seatbelt's off. If you're on the tarmac, you can,
Yeah.
and no one's in there. No one's ever contesting for the first poop on the plane. It's
But then
gettable.
everyone knows, like, if you do stink it up, the rest of the flight, everyone's
Yeah,
like, it was
or
that.
if you take a brutal dump and they're like waiting to take off, and then you got to walk out with the whole plane like, what the fuck?
We've had to cancel the
get me-
flight.
What?
We've had to cancel the flight.
Yeah, we've had to-
Someone's left an awful mess in here.
Brittany told me, she's like, go ask the stewardess for some coffee to bring into the bathroom with you. It'll kill the smell. I was like, I'm not fucking.
I'm going to
doing
get
that.
fecal
That's a
matter in the
tough,
coffee. That's gross.
Yeah,
that's
it's like,
a
A, I'm
tough
not
sell.
wasting the coffee, and B, it's like, no, I'm just gonna take a shit. I'm not gonna be like, hey, it's gonna smell really bad when I poop. Can I have some coffee, please? It's like, absolutely not.
Also, does coffee drive out the smell of poop, or would it just smell
I
like
mean,
poop and coffee? The
it might
worst
cut,
mocha
it might cut
blend.
it, but yeah, you need a lot. You need some strong beans, and
You should peel an orange while you shit in the
there you
bathroom.
go. That's not a bad idea.
It's like a Yoko
I mean,
Ono poem.
the match and toilet papers, or just lighting a match and throwing it in, that for real crushes the smell.
They should
Yeah.
let you vape on the plane just in the bathroom, though, like to cover up the shit with like
That's not
blueberry,
bad. Some
whatever.
vanilla
smell.
blueberry over the.
Yeah, yeah. A little dreamsicle.
All right, we made an hour. I have to pee so fucking bad.
Eat my
Thank you,
gross.
bros.
Sick.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me.